Lip sync!
I hear like 3 different claps at the same time in the second one.
Let me pull up one. I have one here somewhere. Where did it go? Ah, there it is.
Clap, clap.
Clappy clap.
Pulling up acquisitions
All right.
to see what happens.
So,
Sometimes people get mild mileage out of jokes. We turn them into highways.
all right.
It took you a second to get that, didn't you?
It's been a good minute since we all sat down and played D&D. I, as the DM, decided to go back through all the videos and get all the ones that I have backlogged, edited, and uploaded.
How are your fingers doing post-editing?
Oh, my fingers are fine. It's when I picked up a controller once I was done, I was like, why do my fingers hurt? Oh.
That was unintentionally a perfect light spike.
So, the thing I would like to ask of my players is who would like to give a recap of what happened last session?
Is everyone here?
I don't know jack or shit about what happened last time.
In the last episode,
Last time, I believe, if we are going by squirrely logic, I believe that we had paused on the boat of doors that led us to different pocket universes or places in time and space.
Mm-hmm.
Because logic is for the weak and for people who do not play Dungeons and Dragons weekly.
yeah.
This ultimately led us to Nott and the leader of the Cult of Resonance, at which point, dun dun dun,
Bum,
due
bum,
to an
bum.
audio recording, an epic fight between the Artisans of Ember and now their mirror universe evil goatee wearing duplicates, I mean, the Anarchs of Retribution, showed up and were basically like, hey, we're here for his head, and also probably the pieces of the orrery. So, fight broke out. Everybody did something at least somewhat cool, and I will leave it to the audience to imagine what in the world that fight scene was like.
You gotta believe us, guys. It was really cool. You should have been there. I'm sorry.
We, after Josh, as the world's most indestructible shadow clone, basically dump trucked a giant mech suit, they decided, you know what? It's not worth dying right here. So they bounced using a transporter device. We got the pieces under the understanding from the still somehow alive Nott and Cult of Resonance leader that, like, we probably are not going to come back on great terms if he ever sees us as the Artisans ever again.
I'm not dead, just dying a little bit on the inside.
Our new airship showed up after we left the mini dungeon, and then we made our way back to our home base, where I believe we are picking up after 2 in-game weeks of downtime, or how long?
After 2 weeks of downtime, which I would like all the players that are here to recap their downtime, if they wouldn't mind.
Well, I'm a talking bastard, so I'll be here in the background for a bit.
Mr. Kent, would you like to go first?
Sure. I had many great discussions with my friends, trying to figure out, understanding the very basics of how a ship functions. I still don't actually know what's going on, except for things move, but you know.
That's more than some people will ever know about ships.
I had a lot of discussion with Claptrap, which we totally did and totally didn't forget to get around to doing at any point during the 2-month break.
Oh, right, because the recording cut us off.
Yeah, like we started off having good conversation, and then we just forgot.
I think actually that was the moment where Caleb turned and realized that he had only an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I have it recorded.
Neat.
Yeah.
But we had a
And-
jaunty time
Yes,
discussing
You just gotta
things.
believe us, guys. It happened. It was totally
Yeah.
cool.
And I found out I can turn a
I feel like
giant mech
I
into
feel like
a
the
plushie.
screening is just going to get more and more just like a eye roll from anybody listening.
That's what I'm
to
hoping
it.
for.
Claptrap got real sad again.
Mhm.
I turned the mech into a slushie.
Yeah. Oh,
You turned it into Banjo Kazooie nuts and bolts. Emphasis on nuts and bolts.
Um,
and Foxlos had also promised to teach Mr. Kent Giant,
nice.
which again we totally did during the interim and totally didn't forget to
Oh, absolutely.
do anything about that, like for roles or anything. So
Scheduling conflicts? What are those?
That was Mr. Kent's wild vacation.
What? You forgot one thing. I
Oh.
didn't. I was
Oh.
hoping you would mention it, but I don't
Yes.
want to.
Mr. Kent had also talked to his dear friend, and had a vision quest, I guess is what to call it, and was given some totems of the spirits of the animals or the creatures he's fought over his adventures.
Yeah.
One was a where is it?
You got this. I believe in you.
One was a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
The other was. Oh yeah, oh, that's right. One was a totem of dragon. One was a totem of the Bane of the Forest, and Mr.
Yeah.
Kent had decided to try to make his own.
Yeah.
Which was fairly successful at making a totem of not eaten.
Aww.
Yeah.
So I'll ask you later. I want to get through this first. I'll ask you later. I'm curious about this.
Okay.
Tap. Would you like to go over your recap?
Oh, sure. I can go over mine. Or I'll do mine after Vox Gloves because like I can.
No,
train off
please
of-
go.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say I could do the train off of that, but whatever.
You forget how much I can talk.
Yeah, I know. Okay. So basically, what Tap got up to was, obviously, a little Tap business, working on some clothes a little bit. But in the majority of his spare time, he did some research on a very special ram that has a very potent fleece.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Sheep friend?
Sheep friend.
Yes, a sheep friend. It has a name? I forget the name.
Nyx Fleece Ram.
Right. Yeah. So, Tap's been doing some research on the Nyx Fleece Ram, and finally, truly encountered the anti-Tap.
I thought Dennis you were going to say
Um,
the Antichrist.
No, the anti-Tap.
Yeah.
A clap?
Oh no.
Was it-
No, it's
Is it-
he's a pink rude drow. And they were also looking for the Nyx Ram, and they're really not a nice person.
They are a drow fashionista / drag queen.
Yeah.
Yep, that's something we have to think about nowadays.
That is something.
I'm so glad that getting into higher and higher levels in D&D makes things easier.
There was one other thing that you did research on.
Was there? You're right.
Theory.
It didn't go as well as this. Right. Yeah, it really didn't go very well though. So I don't think I got a ton of information on it.
You know it goes boo if it used incorrectly. I do remember you getting information off of it.
Right. I am looking through my notes to see where I could have possibly stored this. Oh, also, I think I don't know if this is new information or not, but I have written down that the pieces can be used individually as ritual components.
Yes!
Ooh.
Yes. I forgot about that.
Oh.
Well, good thing I wrote that part down, because that's all I have written down about the orrery. Maybe. I don't know. I
Ooh,
have
that-
so many notes.
That was one piece of information that is definitely going to come into... that's definitely going to come in handy later.
Mm-hmm.
Crunch.
Yes.
Would you like to give your recap?
Sure. Well, aside from coming back from the last fight against the
And beating
Anarchs.
up Jin.
Yep. Yes, inviting Jin. I won. Barely. It was a fair fight also. I'm not quite sure if that part was in the recording or not.
It wasn't.
But no one... Oh. It was a fair fight. No one used any abilities. Well, at least no very crazy abilities like my echoes.
Mm-hmm.
From my downtime activities, I went down to the pit to do some the fighting pit, and ran across 3 of the Anarchs in there. I won against all of them.
Because they were going by the fight pit rules, and they lost terribly. Those that were in there were a Banekin, Rascal, and Gara.
And then after that, I asked our local master blacksmith to give me a magical weapon.
Where you fought a giant.
Which I fought a giant on my lonesome.
Ooh.
I won, but boy howdy did he hurt.
But at what cost?
So now he has a mall, a magical mall.
Ooh.
You get your
Hellfire.
thrift store stuff there too. All right. Anything else?
And then lastly, Isar challenged me for some unknown reason. You know, the dragon that we embarrass every time we run across.
Yeah.
I lost, of course, because, you know, dragon, but she was in her humanoid form. And she is able to shroud herself in fire, and I'm a melee-based fighter.
This is going to be a coin toss. I do not know who they asked next to do their recap of their downtime. It's going
Diesel.
to be...
Oh,
They're more
No.
meaningful.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, no, Fox
I'm
Clubs, you're up
sorry.
next.
Your bit with the mace is kind of important.
Right. So here's the thing. Do we want to end with Foxgloves talking forever, or
Do we want to end with my funny recap that is totally
yeah,
going to
or
be
the
very
important Mace recap
DM
stuff? Apparently.
The DM has decreed that Fox Gloves give your recap.
I will say this completely in jest because this is overselling it for a moment. You see that time bar beneath the video? Yeah, the majority of that's going to be the recap.
Okay, well, you know, Spark Notes, okay?
We're only 14
Spark
minutes
notes.
Give us a PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Well, slightly, a little bit more Awakening Humanity, talking to Mr. Kent, realizing that perhaps I just need a goddamn perspective change on life. As a result of this led into me and also moments of feeling that Gloves was potentially starting to run behind other members of the party. I sought out the help of Helen. That went kind of whirly, and the reason that I wanted Diesel to go first is because of why and kind of what happened next. Helen apparently is trying to, oh boy, word tense is going to be weird here. Needed part of my help in trying to figure out who she was. So I entered the mace for the first and I believe only time in the entire campaign now. and kind of helped her remember, or at least get some earlier recollections of who she was before we met her as she is, which is horrifying. I will let Diesel go into the majority of the reasons why this is significant, because I want that to be a Diesel thing. Beyond that, oh Lord. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where to parse down the list. I talked to the, as Chi-Chi calls it, the gypsy wagon.
The Sisters 3.
The Sisters 3. I got some interesting information, and I finally figured out how they barter. One of them is cute, one of them is and one of them is exactly who I expected.
I'll let all of you figure out what that means in your own time.
So there was that, and as such, I lost the silver axe, so as my payment for information. So
And a feather
I'm not going to
token.
be swinging that thing around anymore.
And
Sadly.
and the feather token.
Yep, because I never use it. Not even once, shockingly. I talked to Vera about how the airship worked. Which led to a long conversation. All of the noodliness of which I can't instantly recall off the top of my head, sadly.
Heh.
I know Fotzloves has officially picked up painting or at least painting supplies as a proficiency. So, yes, that plot point has finally gone somewhere.
Welcome to
Yay.
the club of having all of the proficiencies.
Of having tool proficiencies,
Having a-
period.
Congratulations.
Having a hobby.
Congratulations, you're now an artisan.
Yay, you've done
Congratulations, you
it.
have a hobby.
I've gotten a new spell, so that was kind of neat. I found out that I had been misreading Shield for months, which was wonderful. Here's a good one. I had a sparring duel with Jin as well, where both of us went out and out. And it lasted, I kid you not, 13 goddamn rounds. For contextualization, the dragon fight was less than 6.
The dragon fight was 5 rounds. The Bane of the Forest fight was 6 rounds.
So yes,
I
Jin
believe
and
they said
Fotzlove
less than
fought for a
6.
period of time equal to both of those encounters combined. And then add 2. Also, amazingly enough, I lost, but barely.
Yeah, it was neck and neck.
As I think we discovered afterwards, like literally a critical hit either way and it would basically be over.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that. I got to talking with Ma'aza again, the town blacksmith, and for reasons of kindness that not even Fotzloves fully understands yet, she helped her make a shield instead of the buckler she's been using since day one, and a set of mithril scale mail.
Which you can wear under your coat.
A big fluffy coat.
Ooh, you got some
And-
fancy upgrades.
Yep.
I did have one. I actually talked to dear friend while he was not in dear friend over in the forest, and I say it because I can't think of what that character's name is off the top of my head because it eludes me.
This is something that I kind of let go away for a long while. The history bit of learning what his name was before all that. Yeah, you guys did what his name was, but he has long since given up his name and only goes by the shaman.
Alrighty. I had
Yeah.
a small talk with the shaman. Nothing plot relevant for the time being, honestly, and Nothing else of note happened. Absolutely nothing else at all happened. Foxgloves just showed up into the spa one day, happy, or happier than she's been, and probably scared most of the staff.
Why do I doubt you?
Because I want you to doubt me in that case.
We will always have.
We will get into that in the game.
But just to let you know, yes, in the past few days she has been genuinely smiling and seems slightly healthier than usual.
which is amazing.
All right.
Because normally she looks like she's been buried alive.
Last but not
and
least,
Oh,
unburied.
Yeah. Usually,
So,
Fox
Warlock.
usually looks like ass.
Yeah.
So, Magic Man, what happened to you?
Okay, so there
He's
was a
got
lot.
magic touch.
Personally, there was a lot that happened. So, first of all, he slept. Second of all, he went into the fucking brain of this maze and saved Helen essentially in the book for free, I think, after a lot of shenanigans. Very dad, very, very good old sport, good old champ. Gave a lot of head pats to Helen in the process, and then woke up, funny time, and then he cooked for Foxgloves and Helen, and that was it.
Yeah. Helen is now out of the mace, and the mace still
Yes.
works.
Mace still works. Better than ever. Mace 2.0.
Yes. Helen will be going into details with you on what the mace will now do. By that, she also means this also means you can make the command word for the mace now instead of it just being her name.
Oh.
You better make the command word something great and memorable, like
no.
fart nuts.
No. Hold on.
All right.
You say comfort and nobody bats an eye. You say comfort, can't come fart, and everyone loses their minds.
Or just sees you sleep and has some assumptions.
You know, I'm gonna have to
What?
put that image into the video now.
It's just going to be an editor's note that says, "Dear God, why?"
No, it's just I've seen this image before in another server, so I'm just like, and it returns. Thanks. You sent it to me.
We can always rely on people for some weird stuff.
So, you guys are now level 5. That comes with a few things.
Yeah.
Cantrips get powered up at this level.
Haven't
For-
we already done my stuff already?
Technically, yes.
Okay.
Kind of.
Imagine having
I'm pretty
cantrips
sure everybody
in
else
there.
has kind of gone over what they get at 5th level. But one of the things I want to at least mention, considering you are playing a spellcaster, Diesel, is that you now have 2 shots with your Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast.
Blast.
Which means twice the
Eldritch-
chance to hit and twice the chance to miss.
Finally.
double tap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we don't have 2 Vidalkins here.
Oh, that's not what I meant.
Haha.
Yes.
Ha.
So, anyways, I started.
You're funnier than I
blasting.
am.
I mean, we make a joke every single time that I or somebody else slips on saying that there's now a pile of ash. It's like, there's another one?
Yeah.
Oh God, it's a massacre. I feel like Vilroy should probably be moved into important NPCs at this point in my notes, but I haven't done that yet.
I mean, she's
Vilroy
been
is
with you
still
guys
just
since
in one
round
of the
1.
NPCs.
Fair enough. Speaking of Vilroy and the staff, I have updated their stat blocks to represent that you guys have reached rank 2.
Oh.
Vilroy hasn't been updated as far as her stat block, but I did finally add the franchise proficiency bonus instead of using their current proficiency bonus. Apparently, the staff of your establishment get a +4 when it comes to dealing with their skills, spells, and attack rolls. Which is kind of nutty.
Like the Nutty Professor.
Oh, I get another fucking spell.
Yes!
Big ol' nut.
I remember you were
Nice.
looking at Vampiric Touch with malicious intent. There it is.
So, DM, what's happening? Considering that we all apparently sound like we're in very different areas at the moment.
Well, this is taking place on the 3rd week. More or less either on a Sunday or Monday. You know, take your pick. I'm going to say Monday. Fuck it. Deconstruction of both your base, Mire Main Manor, and the Stonehill Inn are starting to go in a little bit of ways, as both establishments are starting to move things around over to your establishment. Aaron has returned to Orbark to do some business with Conrad.
Much to the dismay of
Everyone.
everyone.
Shocking everybody, Helen has been walking around showing much interest in what everybody is doing, and for obvious reasons has left a couple of people kind of intimidated because it's a full-blown devil just walking around, unshackled, free, not having to return to the Nine Hells whatsoever.
See, I called it from the beginning. It's a cult.
I just remembered. Don't I have to re-pick up the shield from the blacksmith?
Yeah, Masa came back with it one day, handing you the shield. You could tell that she scraped off the Artisans of Ember logo off of your shield. That she painstakingly etched.
Wait. Sorry, who scraped the thing off?
Masa. Masa made a shield for Foxgloves.
No. Who scraped it off?
Masa.
I'm confused.
Masa
There was a
made
logo.
Masa made a shield with the Artisans of Ember's logo from the manor onto a shield that she made
Right.
for Foxgloves. Foxgloves didn't want it on there, so the request to take it off.
Ah.
Because they didn't want
I
to
believe
look
my
like
exact
product
words were
placement.
that it was unintentionally tacky.
Ah.
Imagine not selling your soul to mega corporations such as Artisans of Ember.
We're not even
Yeah.
the parent company.
Most
Yeah.
of your staff at the current moment are dwelling with inside Orchestra while construction is underway. It does mean that business is going to stop for a while until this construction is over.
All right.
Let me go grab my book, because I will now go into what you guys get as rank 2.
Yeah, I've been trying to open it up, and it's taken the entire call so far to load a quarter of the book. So.
Board games, Curse of Strahd follows, Icewind, Waterdeep. Oh yeah, that's another thing I got recently. I now have the Mad Mage book.
Ew.
And the candliest of keeps.
So do not be surprised that after the Mad Realm adventure that I'm going to be making is over, I might throw you guys at that. Who knows?
Who knows?
We have to live long enough.
I might have a supervillain prepped. Okay.
Ooh.
Starting with our decisionist.
What? Huh?
Who's their decisionist?
Me.
You,
Yeah.
Ash, you
Ooh.
now have a couple things to your that kind of open up to you. You have an absentee ballot. Starting at rank 2, if a member of your franchise party is absent, you gain their vote and can decide quite confidently how they would have voted. In addition, if a vote is ever taken while you are absent, you can call for a recount and add your 2 votes to the final voting result. All right.
Ooh.
Also,
Congratulations.
Coin of Decisionary. Starting at rank 2, your Coin of Decisionary becomes a common magic item. When you flip the coin, it always lands with the mark of the, more or less the logo of the conductor. So it's a bronze dragon head face down, and a message appears on the tail's face. You can roll a d4 on the following table to determine the message. The coin has absolutely no divination abilities, and its results when you use it are random. But nobody else knows that. When a creature within 10 feet of you flips the coin after having had its powerful prognostication powers dutifully explained, you can exert your will to control its operation as a bonus action, choosing a result that appears after it lands as a means of gently coercing the user toward a specific course of action. The creature flipping the coin can detect your manipulation with a successful DC 13 insight check.
I think we should. I can
In
find
short,
that part
you're now at the
it'll
whims of
be like-
what Diesel pits for voting purposes.
Fucking hold on.
We'll,
I will take a
what
picture of
decision-
it later so you can have it.
I can send you a PDF with it if you want to use that.
That works too. Our Documentor is not here. We do not have a Hordes person anymore, so I will be going over that at a different point.
Oh, that's the wrong chat. Sorry.
Also, our cartographer is gone, so I'm not going over that. Loremonger, Mr. Kent.
Hello.
At rank 2, need to know. Your insight grants you preternatural knowledge of creatures around you. As an action, select one humanoid you can see and make a DC 15 intelligence investigation check. On a success.
It's like, can you?
On a success, you learn the following information: the creature's name, up to 3 aliases it has used with the past month, its primary profession, and its skill proficiencies. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You can use this feature only once on any creature.
I will say, I love that I have an ability that I'll never be able to use because I have a -1 to my intelligence.
Dense motherfucker. I'm kidding.
You can join me in the Zero Charisma Club.
Yeah.
Also,
I have
at
to
rank...
roll a
Go ahead,
16
sorry.
for that. I just have to roll a 16 to get that check. Yeah.
Wait, sorry. What does that do?
More or less,
I can
Name,
find out people's
alias,
aliases that they've
and a
used
few
within the last-
pieces of information about basically whoever he looks at.
Yeah.
Whispered.
However, he has to succeed.
Whispered Encyclopedia. At rank 2, your Whisper Jar becomes an uncommon magic item that can tap into the broader lore of, well, what the conductor knows. As a bonus action, you can ask the jar for information on a specific subject and make a DC 15 intelligence history check. On a success, the jar plays back a recording on that subject, made somewhere, sometime, by another member of the conductor's business, or by another loremonger. This property of the Whisper Jar can't be used again until the next dawn.
So I can certainly try to use these abilities.
I would love to see you try.
Yep.
Brother Crunch.
Here's what you should do to make it so that it just doesn't work all the time. You should be like, it gives you information, but the information might not be what you're looking for.
Or it gives you all the information you already know about that person. So it's like, here's everything you know. And then you read the list and it's everything that's already been told to you.
Exactly.
It's like, they're a jerk. That's it.
So, if I've lost you at all, Diesel, on what you're capable of doing, you more or less definitely now have more aspects of a leader that you can use at your disposal.
Now I don't have just a ballot box. Yay!
Yeah. So, if guys are just having a hard time trying to figure out what to do, you more or less have final say and move forward with it. You more or less have the role of the mayor from Town of Salem.
Wow.
Wow.
Congratulations. You are now actual group leader.
I can't believe I'm actually the leader now.
I didn't
Oh,
vote
yeah.
for you.
I know.
Now.
I know, they rigged the election.
All right.
Did now.
Bad joke. I'll take it back.
I'm pretty sure the Kingdom of Cold did not rig it.
I think they did.
All right.
What's next? Becoming the actual mayor.
Obviator. Crunch. You have read the opposition and Alchemist's Insight, correct? Those were
I
your
believe
rank,
so.
Those were your rank 1 abilities.
What do those do?
You can read the opposition. You can attempt to get a reading on one creature you can see, trying to learn useful information about it. As a bonus action, make a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw, and not saving throw. Sorry, I read ahead of myself. Wisdom Insight check. Hi. On the success, you learn 3 details of your choice about the creature. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. You can use this feature only once on any creature. Possible details you might learn include the creature's goals or motivations, bonds or ideals, personality traits, flaws, combat strategy, including common attack methods or tactics, financial information, lair locations, allies or foes, romantic entanglements, sense of humor, or favorite songs. You know, stuff that Crunch doesn't use. Though, this would give him a lot of roleplay opportunities. The more and more I read this, I'm just like, Foxglyph could have been using this.
Wait, what?
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 Alright. Alchemist Insight. At rank 2, you can use an action to use your alchemist supplies to identify an unknown substance, including alchemical items, potions, and other magical substances. Once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a long rest. And Obviator's Lenses. Also at rank 2, you gain the use of an uncommon magic item from the pair of spectacles, a spyglass, a monocle, or any other device with 1 or 2 lenses. When you look through the Obviator's lenses, you use a bonus action to make them function as Eyes of Minute Seeing or Eyes of the Eagle. Once you make this choice, it cannot be changed until the next dawn. Got that, Josh?
I hope so.
I'll just send it to you later.
Thank you.
Occultant!
Eldritch Oculations and Bring Out Your Dead.
Yes.
Care to give us a rundown of what they do?
Eldritch Oculations.
Occultants.
While holding your Occultant Abacus within 5 feet of a creature killed within the past 24 hours, you can cast the Artery spell. You know, the most useful spell. In the course of the action you inquire about with the spell does not need to have any connection to the dead creature. This property of the Occultant Abacus can't be used again until the next dawn. And Bring Out Your Dead! At 2nd rank, you regain the use of your Read the Kill feature after you finish a short or long rest. So that D10 hit die thing I can do, I can now do more frequently. So, more inspiration potentially in the future, or
Cool.
morbid counting, I guess.
And finally, we reached our Secretarian. I told you about some of the stuff that
At
you
rank
acquired.
2, you gain the use of a weathered leather pouch, which is an uncommon magic item. The portfolio keeper holds and organizes notes, brochures, and business cards bearing your contact information. It also has an inexhaustible supply of brochures related to your franchise's current branding scheme.
Hell yeah.
Welcome to Dungeons and Business Cards and Bathhouses and Brochures.
Oh my god.
So, yay, we tried to dissuade him, and now we pay the consequences of him having a never-ending supply.
Would you meet
Yeah,
somebody out for the
Never-ending
first
supply
time?
of brochures.
But
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
you guys tried to dissuade him. I would
the
for this.
the other thing this thing can do is it gives me a rough sketch of everyone I meet for the first time and some of their details, and that magically gets stored in there. So if we're ever looking for someone who we have previously met, I now have a picture of them to show people.
Oh.
And like I guess some details, and then also I get rumor mill, which is that whenever we begin a major quest or mission, I can make a DC 15 intelligence check or history check, and if I succeed, I learn up to 3 rumors related to creatures or organizations involved in the mission, which I get through my sending stone.
Ooh.
You asked to succeed the save, though. I don't think you get anything if you fail.
Yeah, but it's an intelligence. It's an intelligence thing. It's not a save, unfortunately. If it was a save, it would be great because then I would have another thing that I have literally never used because I've never had to make an intelligence save.
You will one day.
I will one day. Anyways, that's mine.
The other things I shouldn't have closed my book prematurely. The other thing that I would like to go over real quick is the place that you've established is still going to be a bathhouse. On the side, it is also a general store that works in tandem with Bear Shield Coster, which is where Minnie's mother works and owns. So Switch, Malik, and Linen are going to be working together quite a lot now, actually. And the other bit of it, which is what Olga and Marcus are working towards, is making sure that their tavern and inn works well with your establishment. So you guys will have that attached to it too. My question is, how would you guys like it to look?
Ooh.
Like a walk-in cafe?
Inside, outside, how do you want it to look?
What if?
Probably inside, considering it's still pretty cold in the area.
Yeah. Like cozy and warm.
Would
Like a
also
Cracker
welcome it?
Barrel.
Like a Cracker Barrel. Can we make a
What's
Cracker
a Cracker
Barrel?
Barrel look like?
Do you know what a Cracker Barrel looks like?
Okay, so
Do we have Cracker Barrels in Canada?
it's
Oh, I don't know.
think of it
Oh,
like
Yeah, I've never been to one.
it's literally a restaurant kind of area where there's a bunch of knickknacks from different time periods just kind of strewn about the place, on the walls, and the knickknack shop.
What if we had it look like that? Like on the outside is like a nice little red house sort of deal, and then on the inside was like a little knickknack store.
I mean, I was
Yeah,
pointing
like
it
a
out because I
Cracker
think it's
Barrel.
very eclectic given how our group is.
Yeah.
You guys could have it symbolize how you guys are. Like, you could use your background to your advantage on this. Like,
So burnt to a crisp.
wow, I said background, not backstory.
Look.
Mr. Chanter, you okay?
Oh.
Is there something you need to tell us?
Yes. I am the son of some celestial beings.
Now you're just stealing Foxglove's backstory.
Don't worry about it. But yeah.
I'm not telling you what Mr. Kant's got on the wraps. That has to be revealed in game.
Yeah.
Just
But I like.
just be wary of a bigger, badder goose.
Yeah. The biggest, baddest goose.
The geese.
But I like the idea of having
Is that
something
your
like.
attempt to mix geese with beast?
Yes.
Geese.
It's a geese.
I like the idea of like having something like that for the outside,
Yeah.
and then like the
Cracker
electric
Barrel.
store on the inside. Yeah.
Cracker Barrel. It's already got a fucking vibe
Probably
to it.
just with like a fireplace though in the front because We're talking about a place that doesn't probably have great internal heating yet.
Yeah.
But I think that would just make it folksier. It's just like, well, would you look at that? It's a little knick-knack store, and a little fireplace to get all warm and toasty while you have an ale.
There is an expansion feature you guys will be getting, but you guys already know that the place is going to get bigger, so your place is growing.
What if...
But let's see. The cosmetic improvement gained in Franchise Rank 2 allows the franchise to radically alter the look and feel of its headquarters. A beat-up wagon could become a gilded carriage, with luxurious interiors and servants dressed in matching finery. A tavern could proudly display the party's kills in the drinking hall. Feature mugs gathered from dwarven holds around, as an example, Faerun. And have decor matching
The Quacker Barrel!
Okay. So what if we
I think we agree on that.
and do the picture that I posted where it's just a giant barrel?
Maybe not as run down, but definitely Quacker Barrel. I want to call it the Quacker Barrel. Are we slowly coming to... No, maybe not like actual barrel-ish, like, building. But,
So
like...
I'm gathering a very warm and rustic look.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
A lot of bear hides and furs on the inside. Maybe not everywhere, but definitely covering some of the floor. I'll definitely keep that in mind. You guys already have your transportation feature. You guys picked an airship.
Yes.
Are we talking this?
I think that is
I like
literally
the
the one that's
stones.
down the
Stones
road
always
from
pretty
me.
to me.
It has a Cracker Barrel.
All right. So now the next thing I would like to go over is weapon features. What would you like to defend your establishment?
Yeah, without fail, they always have something above the fireplace.
The members of the franchise can add a weapon to the headquarters, choosing from the options in the siege equipment. The DM can limit those options or change the details of specific choices, and players can also design unique offensive features subject to approval by the DM.
Okay, all right.
The hell kind
Hear
of
me out.
siege equipment would you allow?
Hear me out.
Trebuchets.
I think that we defend the Quacker Barrel with, something to defend. Something that everyone likes to use to defend. A familiar type thing. A Goose Hydra.
Goose Hydra. I like those.
I'm not sure how we would do that.
A Gydra.
Deployable crunch.
This is
I mean,
terrifying.
you're assuming
I
we
love
could
it.
tame one and convince it of the importance of security.
You could have a siege equipment look like that. I can't guarantee it's going to be a Goose Hydra.
We just
You
have to
could also
find a
condition
Goose
Sophia
Hydra out in
Moon
the
to make
wild.
you one, but I don't think anybody wants to talk to her. A deployable
Although-
crunch.
Can we just make a lot of crunches?
Hey, right. So, yeah, I would.
Trebuchet.
As a serious suggestion, I would say probably like some fire type weapon to go with the
1 second.
second half of our name.
Give me 1 second. Let me go grab my DMG.
Yeah.
I don't know what siege equipment
As
is.
I would like to share with you your guys' options. There's a few things that I don't think would work, especially with your guys' establishment, but we will give it a shot.
Can we throw boiling water on them?
Yes.
That is an option, yes.
I feel like that would just annoy them more than anything.
Unless
You
it
really
water.
would just be annoyed if you had boiling water poured on you.
boiling oil
yes,
of any
if
kind
you're
will be
wearing armor.
damaging.
Also, if you're cold and then you suddenly get boiling water poured on you, it's not going to be a
That's
very
true.
fun time. It's going to be very, 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 very
Cold,
hot.
that
in that
fucking
temperature.
I feel like
cold
you could
water
just
is
cause the enemy
immediately
to steam
outside.
for a few moments, and then it would be done.
Well, cold.
It's like
Okay, hold up. Cold water. While you're outside in the cold, you're gonna turn into a popsicle pretty quickly, or at least have some hypothermia going your way.
Oh, yeah, that
Page
too.
255.
Besides, if they get too wet, then you can always run into our store and use our fireplace, and that's no good.
If
No,
they can
that
get
means
in.
We
customers.
locked the doors,
Yeah.
bitch.
How
yeah,
do we drive
but I don't
sales?
think we're gonna
That's
realize that
cold
if someone
water
just
and they
assaults the
from the
place.
fireplace.
Here we go. A ballista, a cannon, a cauldron suspended, a mangonel,
Which is like
trebuchet,
trebuchet.
or a trebuchet.
Mango.
What if we have a siege tower to defend our little
Mango.
place?
What? Siege towers are.
I don't.
It's not just like siege towers are an offensive thing, right?
Yeah, but why though? I'm canceling that one out because
really-
why though?
We're really out here trying to play
okay.
balloons tower defense.
Okay, okay,
Just a
I
bunch of
have
monkeys with darts.
okay, I have an idea. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Arbalists arbalists and or cannons for the simple reason of if we're in an airship and we're coming back to our base and there's an enemy hot on our heels, having the ability for our guys to kind of turn the cannons or arbalists around to aid us if we're still being pursued is very helpful.
What is an arbalist?
Do you mean
An arbalist is basically an oversized crossbow that you basically plant and can
You mean
fire
the
at long
ballista?
range.
like
Isn't that a ballista?
That is a ballista. So,
Anyways.
there's also I see what you mean. An arbalist is similar to ballista.
it's, I think,
It-
smaller.
It functions on a lot of the same internal working components, though.
I'm seeing Destiny stuff and crossbow with crank on it.
Yes, my favorite thing, the arbalist. It's just a fusion rifle.
Oh my god. Shut the fuck up.
That's a railgun.
the idea of cannon.
That's
Thank you.
literally a railgun.
Pew pew.
It basically is.
What would you guys like? Outside of that, I am also more than willing to listen to if you guys want to change the damage type for the siege weapon.
I still think fire should be the damage type we go for.
All right.
Mhm.
Cannons?
Yeah. I just like cannons.
I just
make
I-
fireworks.
yeah, I just defaulted to that because I'm pretty sure cannons either do piercing damage or fire damage in most
Bludgeoning
instances.
damage.
It'll-
They do
You'd think they do
Bludgeon.
blunt damage.
8d10
Yeah,
bludgeoning damage.
I knew it.
a lot of
I think-
bludgeoning.
I think we could theoretically get a cannon that fire explosive ammunition working.
What about fireworks? People have made fireworks since like the 1800s.
Correct.
We just Mulan the place up.
I mean, yeah.
When it's not being used for combat, you guys could put fireworks into the cannon and fire it.
A
That would be an amazing way to get people
multi-purpose.
to come to
Multi-purpose.
the Bed Bath and
Grand
Beyond.
opening of the Quacker Barrel. Fire off some fireworks, and then we can use more fireworks to defend
Oh.
the Quacker Barrel.
All in favor of the firework cannon, say aye.
I
Aye.
All oppose.
It's wait. It's like it's the thing from Kung Fu Panda.
Yes. You
Yes!
just made it even better.
Yes!
There is nothing
Alright.
about this plan I no longer like. That probably sounded dramatically incorrect.
So it's gonna look like this.
So what we're working with is like a oversized Roman candle.
Yes.
That can basically just go.
Be anonymous.
This might be the greatest and dumbest thing we've done as a company. I love
I
it.
think it's the smartest thing. We got to keep our company safe.
We fought a black dragon.
Oh, when given the chance, once I'm done actually putting all of your crew, given proper stat blocks for the orchestra, I will be giving a PDF out of to all of you specifically of your airship stats
Ooh.
and your crew's stats.
Ooh.
For now, that's under wraps.
Yeah.
Now, it is early in the day. All of you are currently being
Wait, hold
held.
on. Franklin also learned how to speak dragon.
No, not yet.
I began learning how to speak with our Wicked Flame, but I technically never finished enough to actually get the proficiency in that.
All of you are currently being housed inside Orchestra at the current moment, considering your establishment is being worked on. Well, one of the few things I would like to mention is Noriel has made it to Orbark finally. So, the young bard is now in town.
Yay.
The day is yours, friends. What would you like to do?
I forgot to do this during our vacation, I'll say. But there's like shops that sell magic items in town, right?
With Switch finally working for you guys, you can get magic items imported.
Oh, cool. I'd like to talk to Switch then, please. I don't even know if I've met Switch.
I don't know if you have.
Wait, no, you might have been missing that day.
Could I tag along to introduce him to Switch? Because I definitely know who Switch is.
Can I see Switch?
Go for it.
I think this is slowly turning into a group errand.
Yeah,
I
it's a
want
field
to
trip.
see him. I want to see him.
So
I was gonna say I want to go as well, but then you said this is slowly turning into a group errand, and now I don't want to go just to spite you.
Cap, help me figure out how to get magic items.
Has Crunch Switch?
I'm starting to think only half of the group who was a part of the Garas thing would know who he is technically.
Switch got met in two different instances.
Tap met Switch. I remember that.
Yes,
I don't know if still met
he
Switch.
looked like my father for a bit.
So, for those who are wishing to go and meet Switch, he is currently conversing with Malik. They're both not on the ship currently, and it does take you a bit to get to them, considering they are visiting the Bear Shield Coster, at least on the outside of it. And when you guys arrive, Malik looks at all of you first and just goes, hello.
Hey, Malik.
Switch is
hello,
not
Malik.
in his casual clothes that when you first met in Fox Subs. He's been given a suit.
Characters in suits.
Well, if it isn't the Artisans of Ember, Switch says, looking at all of you. His hair still a mess.
Long time no see.
Long
Are
time
the
no
cuffs
talk.
right?
Oh yeah, I don't mind this all at all. I've been in a suit before. It doesn't take that much to stretch it out. Goodness. You guys are a sight for sore eyes.
He says as Ash is fucking wrapped in a blanket.
I
I
can tell
don't
you.
believe I've met you yet.
No, I have been informed who you were, though. You're Mr. Kent, right?
Yes, I'm Mr. Kent, and you must be Switch then.
Correct. That's
Hey,
the name I like to go by.
it's a nice name. And I reach out my hand to shake his hand.
He shakes your wing.
Yeah. I was wondering if you'd be able to procure something that would be helpful to keep me a bit more defended in a fight.
I could definitely see like there's a few things. Oh, what you looking
Sorry?
for, friend?
Out of character, specifically like the bracers of defense.
Ooh. I can definitely see what I can do. It may take me to dip into some funds that you guys have for the store, for your establishment, but I could possibly get something for you. Or if you wish, you
I
could
have
pitch in some of your own money, and I could probably get something quicker.
yes. I have personal money. I don't know how much I would need to pitch in, but
What rarity is that item?
rarity.
Bracers of
No.
defense.
Something.
Yeah, it's as rare as
Uncommon.
mistake. Common? Okay.
Uncommon.
Oh, uncommon, sorry. Thank you.
Because I believe their only real big thing is that they have attunement requirements.
Plus,
I think I have.
AC.
I think I got something in mind, but I'm willing to haggle with you there, my well-suited friend. I could
Um,
probably.
Says also well suited.
I probably could get something maybe at least at 100 or 125.
Oh. Let me look at my money real quick before I say everything.
He's willing to also.
100?
Yes, he's also willing to haggle down the price. So in other words, you can roll a persuasion for a different cost.
Okay. Do you think you could do it with 75 gold?
Roll a persuasion.
Attempt of persuasion. No. What
Can I-
modifiers do I have?
Can I give him the help action?
Not in this case.
Ah, damn it.
I appreciate the attempt.
I thought of a reasonable thing to say along the lines of, come on, it's his first time. Give him at least this one cheap, but nope,
Is it
I'll be over
slash or exclamation?
Not that kind of changeling, Foxloves.
Oh, that's what I felt like.
Let me see what he gets as a roll. My dice. Ah, there they are.
My dice.
Mid dice.
My dice.
My dice.
My dice. There we go.
Yeah, no. They would get a little uppity with me if I tried to get something for about 100. I mean, 75. So I could do 100.
Okay, that's quite reasonable. Thank you.
All right. You could just leave it on the airship for the time being. I'll know where it is. Was expecting to sleep in a bed somewhere inside that establishment, but a lot of people are working on it currently. This is probably the first time I've seen that many lizard folk, that many Kalashtar, and that many merfolk in one place. Wow. Most of the people who are working on your establishment are people that the conductor has sent to construct it, which are as the races that Switch mentioned.
Well, we tried to get a bit bigger since last time we talked to you.
No shit.
Trying to pull something about the tsunami before I make any comments about that.
No. Okay.
You had all this here, I think. I remember we talked about what lived in the tsunami, but I can't find where.
Lizard folk are among the few races that live in the tsunami.
Yeah.
Merfolk live in the sea.
Yeah.
Kalashtar are specifically in the peninsula of power, usually.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, it's just like a normal like summer evening, except for the Kalashtar. They don't like to come up north that much.
I can't
But everyone
imagine.
else, you know.
I can't imagine the merfolk are having, or Tritons, if you will, are having a good time being in this cold temperature. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Ash, do we have enough blankets for them? If that's the case.
I'm pretty sure your high tier merchant friend, the conductor themselves, has made sure that they're well accommodated while they're here.
Yes.
I'm starting to think that woman can read my mind. Wait,
I'm sorry.
no, I take that
I
back.
hate to interrupt, but did you just ask not me about something related to cloth?
You
Ah, my
fiend.
apologies. Tam, You think maybe this evening you could make sure that the hems are good?
Yeah, of course.
Switch with a very just like nonchalant, just like sarcastic face just goes, when you say that, just like, you didn't ask Tap. What?
What?
Sorry, it escaped my mind.
It's fine. I'm joking.
Aside from importing goods, how can I help all of you? I still kind of getting a few things sorted out. Moving is a bitch.
That's all I was trying to figure out for myself. But everyone else wanted to come along, so
Do you need help moving in?
No. Most of my stuff is either here already or coming in within a few days. Oh, that reminds me. I don't know if anybody else has mentioned to you. I had a feeling that your lady friend Villeroy was going to say something. But I think it's either the conductor or it's the commander who's going to be showing up sometime today.
Really?
Yeah.
The commander?
who?
That's what I'm wondering.
They're a sibling of the conductor.
Oh,
Huh? She's never.
Another. Wait, like a sibling or like a sibling?
He does the air quotes,
What?
sibling.
Ah, okay. That's what I thought.
They act very brother-sister.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I don't know, it's kind of like the... I have only been in Muleground for a little bit, but I swear I've seen you... he points at you, Foxloves. You and the other lady, the one with the white hair, Syl?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... As far as I understand, it's the same kind of relationship you two have.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Just thought I'd let you guys know.
Huh.
Malik and I were just going to actually talk to Miss Lenen about business, since we're all going to be, in our own ways, a chain of market.
Oh, that's exciting.
Goods for goods.
Don't have too much fun.
Mm-hmm. Taxes, profit, numbers. Brain slows down, having to count. Worth it in the long run, though.
Duly noted on that, good friend. It's nice working with you again, by the way, Malik. And also good to see a neighbor.
Nice to have changing friend back, too.
The two of them walk inside the Bear Shield Coster. If you guys wish to converse with them any further on anything, you are more than welcome to do so. But he looks like he's doing well for himself.
Amazing. Spectacular.
I'm glad that the friends of my friends are doing well.
Yeah.
Eh,
His
that was oddly
eyes
wholesome.
Clean.
And that's some little backstory for Malik. Malik knows Switch, and the two have done business once before.
I adore them.
Yeah.
My wholesome comment stands.
It's now twice as wholesome.
Double down on the wholesomeness.
Yeah.
For once, you do not know where Jin's at. Just gonna say that you're used to seeing him by the manor, but he's not there right now because work's being done on it. Can't go to the Stonehill Inn because work's being done on it.
Actually, I just thought of something. Mr. Chen, Tap,
Yes.
which one of you has a stronger desire? Because I believe, Tap, I owe you time for learning how to use a shield properly, and I owe you time, Mr. Chen, for learning a bit more on Giant.
Ooh. I mean, I'd love to learn Giant, but I think it's more important to make sure that Tap stays safe.
Alrighty.
Tip tap paddywhack.
Give a dog a bone.
Knick-knack, paddywhack.
Give a Kent an axe.
Please
So-
don't.
It's too late.
He's had an
God,
axe since I've known him.
This is
Yeah.
oh, it's so good to be back. God damn it. Um.
Tap, do you want to go a few rounds to get some pointers on how to use a shield more properly?
I can use a shield.
Okay, out of character. This is me talking. Didn't I either promise you, or didn't we have a thing in the last dungeon where I was going to teach you how to use a shield properly?
Or at least teach you tactics.
I don't know. I mean, I know that like forever and a day ago when we were like going into the dragon dungeon, we said that you would teach me some tactics, but I don't know that
Yeah.
we ever talked about a shield specifically.
Do you want to do like tactics period then?
I mean, you know, I'm down for whatever. I don't have well. Let me see how much a shield weighs. Hold on.
Shield weighs about less than 10 pounds, doesn't it?
If that's the case,
Why 6 pounds?
By the way, I did some reading on Weave Shaper. Accessory weapons refer to the fact that you could use other weapons outside of thread blades.
I don't think that's the case. I think your accessory. I think the accessory. It's accessories or weapons granted to you by this class is how it's said.
I will do more reading then. I want to make sure that you get a few things working for you, because I'm now looking at the cast, and you are missing magical items.
Yeah, well, because my whole kit is magical items, but you don't count them as magical items. Yeah, it's it's your thread blade or an accessory weapon, which the accessory weapons are referring to the subclasses, which so there's like the what your tapestry becomes, which are various different things. And for me, it's the Tomb of Blades, so that's what my thing is.
I see what you're writing there, Alt. God damn it.
Sorry. I had to do that.
Oh, it's
Plus, you didn't see I asked the DM if I could pick up a nice little sphere of annihilation.
But I'm checking to see if technically I can use my. Yeah, okay. So technically, I can use my Renaissance regular to turn my arcane thread into a shield if I wanted to. I can only
I
have
don't think
one
you've
at a
ever
time.
done that before.
I've used it for a couple of other things, but I've never used it to make a shield. But I was just wondering if I could, because like the whole like no things equipped pretty much the whole time. I was trying to figure out if there's any way I could do that with a shield, and it looks to me, I don't know if the DM wants to rule this differently, but I would say that based on how that's written, I could technically make a shield out of it. I don't know if I would have proficiency with it.
Do you not have
probably would.
proficiency with shields?
I doubt it. I don't have proficiency with any armor.
Why have I been making jokes, baby?
Yeah.
Oh.
On a technical level, I'm not wearing clothes.
Let's.
You mentioned it
Poor
before.
phrasing.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was the idea.
The DM has failed his wisdom saving throw.
He takes 5 points of mental damage.
Yeah.
I
My-
need
my-
bleach.
My clothes are something that my magic has created. So that's like, remember that time when I got really tired? They kind of fell apart while I was wearing them.
Oh my.
The longer and longer this goes on, the more and more the Kill la Kill references
I'm
become
kind of
apt.
glad that Ash just carries a blanket around just in case.
Just in case you actually become.
They don't
Does
go
that
away.
mean
There's
that
still
you-
thread
Does
there.
that mean you sleep?
Oh God!
Yeah,
I don't need
I sleep in the same clothes every day.
I don't need the image of Tap going Commander. Please stop.
I mean, well, it's like a onesie that can change appearance and clean itself.
Oh
It's
my
like-
God.
It's a bodysuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my
He's
fuck.
But
just
it looks like multiple pieces of clothing.
All right. So, moving on. If you wanted
That's why
to,
it's skin tight pants.
if you're wanting to, oh, if you're wanting to, if you're wanting to, if you, Foxlips and you Tap are wanting to more or less have that kind of moment, I'm gonna roll a few things on the side to see who's actually gonna show up there, if anybody's planning on watching at all. It's entirely up to you guys if you wish to do that.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't want to, I thought you were just trying to learn shield proficiency, and I was thinking, oh wait, I'm a character who's been using shield since day one. Maybe I could teach you, but if that's not actually a thing that you want taught, then
I mean,
cool.
I'd be fine with that. I mean, you just said forever ago that you wanted to make sure that Tap could continue to keep himself safe instead of being reckless like he is.
All right, let's do it then.
So if that's how you want to make sure that Tap stays a little bit more safe.
All right, let me
Tap,
see.
you don't wear armor, do you?
I'll make
No.
a man out of you.
Is there Wait, is there a shield proficiency, or do you just need to have a shield?
It's a proficiency. Usually you get it when you're proficient with medium armor, but
Shield, armor, and weapon proficiencies are usually given one of two ways. You can either usually use your ability score increase to learn it, or you can work it out with the DM and basically go through a tutor to learn a proficiency to utilize it.
And I allow training as a downtime.
I'm more trying to figure out what the effects of using a shield without proper training would be.
You
I
don't think you really benefit from it.
They're kind of it's kind of in that weird camp where you can't really normally the bonus of using a shield is your armor class increases by 2 so long as you're holding on to it.
Yeah.
Not counting magical shields. But I think if you don't have it, I think you don't gain the benefit of the +2.
So if you wear armor, which includes a shield that you lack proficiency with, you gain the bonus of the armor, but you have disadvantage on any ability check, save and throw, attack roll that involves strength or dexterity, and you can't cast spells.
Oh wow. Okay.
I think. Yeah. I think shields would be included under that.
I think you're correct.
Because whenever you get your armor proficiency, it does include shields in that, so.
Okay.
Plus, if you ever need to like two-hand your thread blade or anything, you can just Dark Soul style just slap it on your back and run forward.
Isn't the Loomebreaker like two-handed?
Um.
For the longest time, I thought it was.
I mean, none of my weapon. There's only one weapon that I can create that technically, or two weapons that technically actually take a certain amount of hands. None of them outright say how many hands they take.
Oh.
So there's knitting needles and steel weave strikers.
Yeah.
Which the knitting needles are a pair of twin blades. And the steel weave strikers are bladed gauntlets and sabatons.
Babu shield.
Oh, Babu.
So yeah, I'm totally up for however you want to do this. Yeah, I mean, it's a homebrew class and weird rules, so I would say up to how the DM wants to rule this and how Foxgloves is able to teach it. I mean, obviously, it's going to take a while to actually learn it, but
It's going to take a minute to actually.
of course.
But you use your downtime to start learning the skills.
Oh yeah, but so basically, the way you asked how my armor works. Basically, the way my armor works is it's I think it's I might have to look at it a little bit more, but at the moment, how it's written on my character sheet. Oh yeah, okay. So I actually can have had more AC this entire time than I have written down on my character sheet. Well, since I increased my intelligence, but oh, okay, never mind. I won't be able to use a shield because while you are not using a shield, you can choose to have your AC equal to 10 plus your dexterity modifier plus your intelligence modifier.
Damn.
So I can't use a shield. Otherwise, it will drastically decrease my AC.
Yeah,
That
You could at least teach
is counterintuitive, but surprising.
You could at least teach defensive techniques.
Okay, but what would that ultimately do then?
You don't get fighting styles, do you, Tap?
Am I fighting? What? I don't know what you mean by fighting styles.
Like fighters get fighting styles.
Fighters,
Oh.
archer, like rangers and paladins get fighting styles.
I get weave shaper tapestries is what I get.
Okay. If you were to train them with Foxgloves, you might learn how to get a fighting style.
Neat. I don't know how you want to rule this.
Training. It would be
I'm
training.
I'm just telling you how. Right. No, I understand this. I don't know how. I'm not trying to influence how you want to do this. I'm just telling you what the sheet says.
I would say it would take about a month. Just on and off again, practicing with Foxgloves on how to get into a defensive kind of style. Would that be okay?
Yeah, like I said, I'm totally fine with whatever.
Okay. For the time being, until you decide to change it, your character is working towards getting the defense fighting style. Once you finish your training, you'll get a +1 to your AC.
Ooh. Heck, that's something Mr. Kent could use too.
I mean, a barbarian with a fighting style is nasty.
Yeah.
Oh no, am I gonna have two pupils to deal with?
You just feel a tap on your shoulder, Foxgloves, if you're talking about this out loud.
Head tilt.
Jin, need another training instructor to help with that?
Punching bag, yes. My instructor, I mostly just kind of want to get a gauge of where he's at first.
Oh well. I'll tag in if you need me.
Also, where in the 9 have you been?
You guys are kind of closed down for the bit, so I've been actually hanging around with my friends.
You have friends?
Outside of you guys, yes.
A second Crunch appears and does a shocked look.
Shocking news at 9, more at 11.
Telepopter Crunch appears out of nowhere.
Oh my god.
Now we go to our Crunch in the skies. What do you see up there, Crunch?
Everyone looks like ants!
A Crunch falls 50 feet from the air.
Oh my god, okay. I just got the very stupid idea of him having a little propeller head, just going like...
No, it's just him using
That's like
the...
Deadpool.
Just like he's a character from a Mega Man game being like, I don't know how I got up here, and I don't know how to get down.
I was just picturing Headpool, which is the zombie universe Deadpool.
Oh no!
I was okay. Honestly, I'm thinking more Propeller Knight.
Oh yeah.
Steel by shovel. All right.
So, if you guys wish to have this scene pan out, Jin is wishing to provide his service to help train.
Sure.
Just watching as usual.
Hey,
Sure.
So,
it's been a minute.
Let's let you in.
He waves.
Hey.
so just real quick before you go to that, should I mark off another 100 gold?
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure I could requisition another one. That's amazing, that picture.
Head pool.
Okay.
Alrighty. I'll take Jin's help in this.
All right.
Though
So,
I do kind of pull him aside slightly before we get to the training ground, just telling him what my thinking or my aim is.
sup?
Hey.
So,
Okay.
Good goal.
Okay, idea is pretty straightforward. I'm wanting to put pressure on him at first just to sort of see what happens when he is confronted with a situation where he needs to defend himself. The goal is not to kill. The goal is just to apply pressure and force him to think under pressure, which he seems a bit not bad at, but he needs work.
Should I leave my scabbards on then?
You got anything blunt, use it. I'm still debating on what weapon I'm going to use, but my thinking is you and we're going to flank him and we're going to harass him. So he's forced to, at the very least,
Ah, yes.
begin
Bully
working
him
on
like he's
something.
in high school. Got it.
or like its first week of the Marine Corps. Either way you want to think of it.
Tab, you're about to get very familiar with a locker very soon.
But no tricks. Unless
no.
he starts using tricks.
Oh, no. I wouldn't do that.
Alrighty.
That, my friends, he says, pointing at Tab as you guys are now walking closer, is what we call a wholesome bean. We do not harm wholesome beans.
I hate
very
ears.
spicy.
Alrighty. I think I know what weapon I'm going to try and harass him with, at least slightly.
Okay.
Should we roll for initiative once we get to the grounds?
Sure.
Cheeky, because we just leveled up, do you mind if I change out what my thread blades are?
Sure.
Cool.
I would have assumed that you
Okay.
had already done that.
I just thought of it because of this training thing, and you'll see why in a second.
Alrighty.
9!
9!
Oh, wow. 8.
Please let it be a 10. Please let it be a 10.
Oh, I have to roll a thing, right?
Yes.
I'm just rolling straight up initiative, right?
Yes.
Wow.
You've got to be fucking kidding me. Oh my god.
Wow.
So, Mr. Kent, just before we go any further, Switch does at least relay to you that it's going to take a few days, if not more, that these bracers are going to arrive. If he gets the bracers at all, he might get something completely different. But considering you're asking for a defensive item, there's a lot of things that are under that margin that he could possibly get his hands on.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you, Switch.
Also, what
And
dumb and enjoyable combat music are we going to use this time?
Yeah, it could be sex.
I'm half tempted to play Lancer's theme from
Do it.
Deltarune.
Do it. I dare you to.
You dare me? Oh no.
Yes. Well, you pushed my shenanigans around yesterday, didn't mean to make my Goliath. I think it's only fair I throw it back at you.
While like the two of you are having a conversation on the sidelines, Tap's just like, psyching himself up for a fight, and like his outfit swaps from being his normal suit vest to being like kind of a gi type thing.
I thought you were
Ah!
gonna say like a
Ah!
tracksuit with a headband.
Oh, this. Oh my. I'm just imagining it's like looks like some of your training gear when you were still an apprentice under Master Kui.
Yeah, that's exactly what I had in mind.
Hell yeah.
You know, some
Yeah.
but it's still got like kind of a suit look to it. It looks kind of weird, but mostly baggy, so he's not restricted. Not that his clothes restrict
He's
him
wearing
normally.
parachute pants.
The first disciple of the Kasumi style.
No.
Jen, I just thought of a terrible joke. Please don't hit me for this.
Hit her for this.
Shall we give him a certain je ne sais quoi?
Depends. What do you mean by je ne sais quoi?
You want the left or the right?
I'll take the left.
I just look down at my left hand and I'm like, okay, normal.
He's got both of his swords out. They're just scabbard up, so his weapon damage is going to be bludgeoning for the sake of combat.
Fotzlos reaches into the boot and pulls out the knife.
Oh boy, here we go.
What? I never use it. It's kind of perfect.
Are we allowed to use weapons?
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
Okay.
you're comfortable with.
Well, you're
Yes.
trying out a new weapon, so I'll try something out new too. Okay?
It's not a nit. Fine.
You just said you never use it.
Well,
Yeah, for
there's-
sentimental reasons.
Oh, okay.
I recognize the look of nostalgia anywhere, or at least reminiscing. So,
So, remind me, who goes first again? Given our
You do.
levels. Alrighty. I just am tossing the knife in my. I'm just tossing the dagger in my hand for a moment, just getting a sense of its weight because it's been a minute. And then, just in like one clean motion, I just grab it out of the air, move forward, and I go to the right side of Tap.
Could use the world as a battle map.
this will be theater of the mind.
That's fair.
Number 1. Number 2. Wow!
Damn, son.
Double 4s! Oh boy, I get the experience jackpot of double lemons.
Dude, that's your third 9 in a row. That's something. That's something impressive.
I am mighty with my 9s.
The name.
9.
I just start off giving a few predictable and very slow swipes just so Tap gets a sense of how an opponent with a dagger might come at him. But I
So-
position myself so that, Jin can have a moment in a few seconds.
So he is not wearing his armor for this.
Alrighty. Good, good. Your eyes are on me. But I never said I was fighting alone. Jin?
Hello. He just comes up
Hi,
with both
Jen.
of his weapons. Goes, howdy. He brings them down to you, and he's going to try to swing. Ah!
With advantage. Because flank.
You
Great. I
are
have to fight 2 people who also have advantage against me.
Yeah.
Oh my
Uh-oh.
god, I hate this. I
Alright.
hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. He rolled 2 natural 20s.
Yes! Destiny!
So much for trading. Easier to kill Tap and just leave.
I never said I was trying to kill Tap. Him? Yeah.
No,
that's a
no,
question.
I'm not gonna hurt him. Well, I'm going to hurt him, but I'm not going to kill him. I would not get anything out of this if I did that.
So that's the 40 damage.
I
to my
think the
sweet
one
boy.
thing that I am mildly disappointed by is the fact that the GIF and the music work in sync a bit too well.
All right, where is Taps is playing in the background? Outside. Oh God.
For the bell tolls.
Ask not for who tolls the bell, for the bell tolls for thee.
Just add something to the queue.
Cool.
Oh, I didn't realize it's a half-hour song. That's fine.
Okay, where is... There it is. Okay. Yeah, he's... Wow. 13 points of bludgeoning damage for the first strike.
Bam!
Okay, alright.
Okay. Ow. 10, not 10, 20 to hit.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. I thought you rolled two critical hits.
No.
Okay.
8
Oh, right,
point-
it was advantage. You rolled two 20s with advantage.
Oh,
8
yeah,
points
that
of
makes-
bludgeoning
That's better.
damage. 8 points of
That's
bludgeoning
better.
damage. And finally... Yikes. 23 to hit.
Sorry?
23.
53.
Well, yeah. Yes, you hit.
9 points of bludgeoning damage. So every single swing he does, he just goes, sorry.
Why do I feel like you're being incredibly insincere?
Ah. Maybe you should
Right,
get the
so
asshole
that-
out of your ass. I'm
that
being
was,
sincere.
That was exactly 3/4 of my health.
Oof.
If you tap, also, just for the record, you can call it quits at any moment. Otherwise, to the land of dreams.
Don't quit.
Sounds
Beat him up.
sounds good. I'm gonna try to get at least one hit in, and then I'll call it. I just need to check to see how this works. Oh, cool. That's fun. I'm glad I can do that. Right,
I'm
so
looking forward to this.
I'm gonna, after taking that hit, I'm gonna, tighten up my fists and summon my new Threadblade, and I'm gonna summon my Steelweave Strikers around my fists.
Take
He's
no
gonna-
prisoners, Tap.
We were joking about the whole Monastery of Kasumi thing. Oh no.
So
make these jokes lightly, you fool!
1d20.
Hit him hard, hit him fast.
Give him the old one too.
Hit him square in the ass.
Is a 15 hit Foxgloves?
It would if I wasn't using a shield.
Are you using a shield?
Yes, I'm testing out my kite shield.
That's a shame. Okay. Well,
I just see it coming in, I just go, nope, too predictable, try again.
Okay, I'll try again because I get 2 attacks now. Yay! It's less. The second attack was going to attack Jin.
He just kind of brings he sees that you're about to bring up your fist into him, and he just kind of steps out of the way, not wanting to
I'm
bring his
dumb.
swords to you.
I'm dumb. I wish I had read this better, but whatever. When Jin tries to... What did you say? He blocked or avoided?
Well, considering you missed his AC, since his AC will be 12 with no armor.
Yeah, but flavor-wise,
he stepped out of
is
the
he
way.
blocking or avoiding? Okay, so when he steps out of the way, he suddenly finds himself in the spot where I was standing, and I have taken the spot where he is standing.
Ooh.
Nothing personnel, kid. He says as he turns around.
Shenanigans!
And that is my turn.
Nice. All right. Fox Loves, you're up.
Alrighty. I go to the other side of Tap because I think he has moved positions now.
He's got.
I swapped places.
He got sneaky beaky.
He pulled a me. I'm almost proud.
Huh.
Advantage. I forgot to do that the first time.
Advantage. You goober.
15. And I'll find the advantage command again.
There's a 15 hit tap.
15 does not hit tap.
Hey.
Hey.
Good.
Excellent.
Do it again. Damn it!
No! Our boy!
Okay, let's take a moment. Thank God I didn't decide to use the rapier because this would hurt like a bitch.
Oh God! Buck
Why-
up! Tap's been
Why
split
are
in half.
you guys are like, hey, let's teach Tap, and then you instead decide to throw him into a locker and
Absolutely
take lunch
beat
money.
me down.
Tap, I'm gonna be completely honest. This is starting to look unfair. Do you want me to? Would you like me to give you a little bit of an
8.
edge?
Oh,
Sorry, 8 damage?
yeah.
8. I'm using a dagger.
Ah.
My crit damage, thankfully, is not that high. I chose this intentionally.
Yeah.
Tap.
Good thing that Crunch is not in this fight.
Jin looks to you, Tap, and says, "This is starting to look a little bit unfair. If you ask my opinion, would you like me to change the make this a little more advantageous?"
So out of character, I have 2 health left.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jin's starting to look at the situation like, huh, this is not looking like training as this is starting to look like a slaughter.
Yeah.
Is this training or hazing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
hazing
this is hazing for the training that will happen later.
Yeah.
So,
If you can survive
noticing
this,
your
survive
health,
training.
Jin decides to do this instead. He misty steps behind Foxgloves. Nothing personnel, Kate.
Ah, you would, you sassy bitch.
I'm sorry. Not entirely, but... Okay, that is 20 to hit you.
I need a shield. I just give him a side eye over my shoulder, and I'm like, really?
You're starting to hurt the kid a little bit too much.
Doesn't that who double credit on it?
It's you. Yeah.
Last time I checked, you're the one who dealt the first major hit to him.
Yes, and I'm doubling back.
I don't think he's gonna learn much from a trainer who's not the fuck out.
I'm not knocking you to fuck out. I'm just giving you a chance to, even the playing field a little. He missed on all 3 strikes.
You have to show your defensive skills now.
He's just swiping, and I'm just like, bang, bang, bang.
Yep.
Just like not ready with his shit. Okay, you see how he did that? That's a useful and advantageous thing that he just did.
Beep, beep, motherfucker.
Oh my god. I've been using this ability incorrect the whole game.
Like I've been misusing shield.
You know that ability that only activates the first turn of combat?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I thought that it only activated if I hit the first turn of combat, but as long as I attack the first turn of combat, it activates.
This is a session where we start learning that we've all been using our abilities wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome
next
back
time
to
it's gonna
D&D,
be like,
everybody.
wait, I can do whip with my rage.
Wait, I can rage?
Wait, you mean I could reckless?
What's this totem do?
All I have is a menu to
Everybody's
McDonald's.
screaming at me for picking a bear.
I just wanted to be a bear.
Okay. It's starting to get a bit hot in my room. Alright, so, if anything, what Jin is pretty much getting at is he's done fighting, because he can kind of tell that you're a bit banged up, and this session got nowhere.
Oh.
So, His turn is over. What is Tap doing?
Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to
Die.
because Foxgloves just got attacked, and Tap is kind of panicking a little bit. Oh, that's very interesting. Okay.
Yeah. At the current moment, Jin
That's
is giving you advantage
that's-
on hitting him right now. On hitting
Right,
Foxglove,
cool.
I should say.
Tap is going to Tap is going to cast Levitate on Foxgloves.
Oh!
Oh. Up and away she goes.
Would you say that you're an unwilling creature?
Of course, I'm not a living creature. I don't know you're doing that.
Okay.
How would I
Fair
even
enough.
guess that you were going to do that?
Okay, so you can make a Constitution saving throw if you want.
Oh. Okay. I suppose I can roll. 22.
That'll-
Sweet
That'll
fucking
pass.
Christ.
So yeah,
Yeah,
you'll
but
just feel
20
like light.
Constitution has its perks.
You'll just feel like light for a second, and then because I see that didn't work, I'm just gonna
You
quickly
just try to
turn my
pick me
Steel
up.
Weave Strikers back into Pincushion and wrap that around you instead.
Oh.
Like seriously,
Um,
did you just try to lift me?
Hey, forever!
Yes,
He just, Jin yells out.
I tried to use kind of a defensive technique. I have advantage now, though.
Correct.
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 Thank you.
Also, I had to
Correct.
There's a 17 hit.
pang.
What
No
does
dice.
that mean? I hit, or that I hit your shield?
You hit the
He hit
shield.
the shield.
Ah,
Your AC
shame.
18? Oh.
It's
I-
shield plus
it's-
5 AC.
My
Oh.
base.
The spell, I
yes,
should
it's
say.
17 with the shield spell in place. It's 23 technically.
Oh.
So, sorry, not sorry.
That's okay.
I think you get to attack again.
No,
Oh, no, that was a
um,
bonus attack.
Oh wait, right. You just cast a spell.
Uh,
Never mind.
Yeah, I can cast a spell and make a single attack. But with that attack, I can activate a Weave Finisher. I'm gonna activate Restitch, which I have literally never used.
Let's do.
Hey! I know what that does, but I want him to explain.
It's not new. It's
them to
like
explain.
literally one of the first abilities I got with that. But I can repair and strengthen my infusion, granting me temporary hit points equal to my Weave Shaper level plus my Weave Shaper tier, which lasts until I roll initiative. So I get 7 extra health.
Ooh. You're now at 9 health.
I am now
Fox
at
loves.
9
Yeah.
health.
Fox loves. If I'm going to be completely honest, I think we should end the combat here.
Tap, you look like hell. Do you wish for me to keep going, or do you feel like you've had enough of a beating?
We'll, I'll walk this one off. We'll come back to it.
Don't worry, the
So-
beatings will continue.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Say, Uncle.
Uncle.
I will not.
Say, Uncle Tap.
I was kidding about the bullying thing. Fox loves? I'm trying to understand that people, what people mean that you are an asshole.
I'm just waiting to see what he says.
He said he's
I
going
I
to
said I
walk it
yield
off.
already. What do you want from me?
Something a bit more official.
He said he was going to walk it off. That's pretty official if you asked me.
Call her your uncle.
Tap's like doing the T symbol with his hands.
The timeout symbol.
Yeah,
Timeout. He tapping out.
Tapping out.
Tap is slapping now.
Just weaving together a towel quickly and throwing it.
He's throwing in the towel.
Okay, as soon as I see him do the towel, I just toss the dagger into the air, and then just launch it straight back into the boot.
I thought you were gonna throw it into the towel.
Nope.
Throw it into the towel.
If he
Nope,
did,
because I'm pretty sure Jin was gonna have shit with me if I did that.
Yeah.
Whew. You can be real. Okay. First off, pointers. Tap, you are pretty nimble. Take that into high compliments. Means that people are going to have a harder time actually hitting you. That also said, I am well trained, which is part of the reason why I was able to make many connecting blows with you. Do take in mind on what Foxcross is wishing to train you on, if you are planning on getting into a very defensive kind of position. If that is the concern, I would stick close to the group when it comes to combat, and hit them very hard. I know it's counterintuitive to say it like that, but it's the best advice I could give.
I think that when I do hit people, I hit them pretty hard, but you wouldn't know that because I wasn't able to hit either of you.
I've heard tales of some of the stuff you've done. All of you, actually. But, I think I'm going to head out for the time being. Let me know when you guys are about to go on another expedition. I personally want to see what you guys are truly capable of for my first-hand experience. As long as you don't mind having my company in it, that is.
I think that's up to Ash, not me.
Ah,
Or most of us.
let me say this as sarcastic as possible. You wound me. I guess I'll ask your decisionist then. Would that be alright with you? Next time you guys go on some form of expedition, be it an adventure of some kind, do you mind if I tag along?
Sure. I guess more the merrier.
Yes. Alright. My steel is yours for a little while. You seem kind of walk over to the airship for a little bit. Now, what did you put into the music? Ah, that music.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was gonna be like another. Yeah. I didn't realize it was gonna be 25 minutes between when I put that in and when it
Sorry.
would start. So. Oh, it's all good. I thought it'd be fun, and then like, oh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Well, it's all good.
Probably as Jin is walking off the field, and before Tap does, I just kind of tap him on the shoulder real fast.
Which person, Tap or Jin?
Tap.
Tap on the shoulder?
Mm-hmm.
Tap.
Before I forget, let me give you a pointer. I was looking at your
shoot.
looking at your stance. I mostly agree with what Jin said. Keep your legs slightly further apart, though. Better center of gravity. You're better able to turn in case somebody like Jin suddenly comes up from behind you. You're wanting to, in most of those instances, make sure that if you're in an area where anybody can come from anywhere, just be ready to turn on a dime and face that direction. Or if you can't, get ready to move out of the way of where you think they're going to be. What was the roll
Perfect. I wanted to see how I should roleplay my reaction.
for? 21. Oh boy.
Yeah, you're very decided on whatever this is going to be.
Well, it was mostly just I made a Constitution roll because I wanted to see how much I should play up my injuries.
Oh,
Because 2 health is not a lot of health.
no.
Yeah, Jin does
It
apologize
turns
for
out
hurting
I'm
you so
fine.
much. Jin does apologize for hurting you so much.
It's okay.
Awesome.
Restitch patched me up. I'm good.
Also, where did he hit you? Because I at the very least saw where the dagger landed, but I did not see where he hit you from behind.
Oh,
The ribs,
just like here, and Tap
the back,
gestures
the
to
ribs.
like his general body area.
I just kind of lightly put 2 fingers to the back, and I'm like, if you feel any place that's making you wince, lie in some snow for a bit. No, do whatever you need to do to relax the muscles. It's gonna bruise like hell tomorrow. And in exchange, I'm not gonna slap you on the back. All right.
I like your cut, G.
Cool.
No.
Sounds good.
He wouldn't actually do that. Maybe. Probably the foxgloves, but not Tap.
Yeah. Not the little bean.
All right. Dismissed.
Tap, I must say, you did an excellent job.
Thanks. I mean, not really. I didn't hit anyone, but I appreciate the compliment.
I mean, to be fair, they did not hold back.
I mean, to be fair, I didn't either.
Yeah, they called it a training session, and then they sort of threw you into a locker.
I mean,
So-
I could have maybe held my own a little longer if there was like a ring out rule or something. I don't know, but they just
Maybe a tap out.
yeah. Like,
So many
Like,
Tap
if-
jokes.
I probably
Ash
could have
says
thrown
that
out
in
a ring
character.
kind of thing.
You all hear a
Yeah.
voice you do not recognize come from the tree lion.
Oh,
It seems
no.
I missed a bit of combat.
Huh?
You did. Yes, you missed a good show.
Sir, please
See?
put yourself in a viewable location.
I think
Ah.
it's a tree.
Where are my manners? Madam Esau, do you mind being assistant
Yeah.
for a quick second? You see
Right.
in the tree lines, as it just kind of pushes out of the way, and arch, as you see 2 individuals. 2 elves, one you recognize and one you don't.
Oh,
God.
one of
they're
those-
not trees.
One of those elves is Esar in their their elvish disguise. They are dressed in a dress suit
Amazing.
and a
Characters in suits.
drow with light blue hair, sapphire-like eyes, and wearing a militant uniform of a nation that is unfamiliar to most of you. It looks like it could be from any of the 3 nations.
Most
You're
of
just-
you?
Most of us.
Mm-hmm.
Good to see if Flame who's the new guy.
I am the commander.
Of course.
You're the conductor's brother, right?
Correct.
He says as he coughs up blood.
Okay.
Um, Esar
Anybody
walks,
got a healing spell on him?
No, I'm good. I'll walk it off.
Esar
I'm
walks-
joking. I'm
Blood,
joking.
that's not fine.
Fine. I'll cast Restitch again.
That's not walking it off.
I will get to your history roll in just a second. I will get to your history roll in
Okay.
just a second. Esar, noticing that you are hurt, runs up to you at not Ash, tap, and helps you up.
Oh,
All right.
Thanks.
Who hurt you?
It's fine. It was training. I'm good. I'm good. Don't worry about me.
Which of you jerks, schmucks even, hurt Tap?
He points at Foxgloves.
Points at Jin. It's technically true.
Tap points at himself.
Isar gently pats you on the head, and just looks over to you, Foxgloves. I'm gonna pull up one of my books for a quick second because she's about to cast a spell on you.
Oh
You just
no.
tap on the tap head.
For context, Jin was the one who battered the back of him the most. I only gave him the slight cut you see on the wrist. Nothing
You expect
lethal.
this dragon
We were
to
training.
care?
Yes,
Oh, you heard the
because she
small
just
speak.
cared a lot.
Yeah, she cares a lot for Tap.
Hashtag justice for tap.
Justice.
For Tap.
Justice.
Tap.
Justice would be swift.
Oh, Cheeky. I'm gonna post something else in the chat about just asking for the price of another item.
Oh no. Careful
it's
now.
It's not a crazy stupid item. It's a rare item, I think.
That's definitely going to be more than a couple hundred. Isar's. Okay. Claptrap. Foxgloves. Make me an intelligence saving throw.
Let me double check my mod in that real fast.
Tap. You would have had bonuses if she believed you that you hurt yourself.
No, she wouldn't hurt her baby.
I know. It's just funny because we were talking about Jam. He's like, "Oh yeah, I just don't make intelligence saves. Here's your chance. Make the save for Foxgloves."
22.
You feel nothing, but you felt that same surge of energy that she did on you that one time. You feel like your head's been whiplashed.
Would you like to actually explain to me what it is you did? Oh, I feel lightheaded. Okay.
Worth it. Hello, she says to all of you. It's been a minute.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, of course, injuring me is fine.
Well, you're an asshole, so.
And me.
I'm trying to get better.
Mm-hmm.
You also did not listen to the explanation. I was just trying to. Never mind.
I'll let the commander talk for a little bit. I'm just going to be spending a few bits of time in Orbach. He wanted somebody to walk with him on the way here. So, here I
You
am.
wanted to pay your friends a visit?
Yes, actually.
Calcrit's doing okay.
He is doing fine.
You didn't bring him along?
Oh fuck, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of my lizard.
He's starting to come a bit of age. He will be moving on to his own lair someday soon.
I'd like to see him before he left the nest, as it were. Or I guess the
Don't worry.
hideout.
Oh, don't worry. He doesn't plan on moving too far.
Yay.
And I know he wants to visit you guys.
Yes.
I hope he doesn't want to meet his favorite chew toy.
He's past his teething phase.
You sure?
Don't give him ideas.
I'll say nothing.
Also, Commander, is the title honorific, or do you hold sway in a certain nation rank?
Sad.
I'm a military advisor to a few nations. I reside mainly in the Evergreen Alliance. But most of my military strength is provided to the conductor when she needs it.
I give him. I give him just the old soldier salute that I remember.
Hi, your 21 history check for the record. That name rings a lot of bells. That is definitely a renowned, unknown individual, more or less a anonymous individual that resides in the Evergreen Alliance. He is a purveyor of knowledge. He has a humongous library somewhere within the Evergreen.
Oh, what's his name again? Hold on.
He goes by the Commander.
Commander. Can I whisper something to Isar?
Sure.
Isar, is the commander like you?
Yes.
Is he fucking dragon?
Yes, he is a dragon. He's a lot like the conductor
Okay.
in that regard, though. Though I've never seen one that looked like a gem before.
Oh, oh, oh! Can I make a history check on that information?
Can I look up Gem Dragon in my book?
You do find one entry on gem dragons, Ash. One on sapphire dragons specifically.
I'm showing
Yeah.
Tap this, by the way.
Hold on, did you even hear that whisper?
I mean,
I definitely
I
know
feel-
I'm not, so I'm just continuing
I've-
to salute.
I have a feeling that Ash is more or less listening into the conversation because I think
Yeah.
Ash is more or less acting like a dad towards Isar.
yeah. I think it's
Oh
a
my
dad towards
God.
everyone.
Commander just looks at you, Foxlips, and says, "At ease, Marine."
I would ask how you know that, right? But I think everybody does at this rate.
You worked for my
As I just-
sister. I kind of have a dossier on a lot of people. Most of my business
I
is
do
usually
too
with
now.
Oh,
mine.
wonderful.
My sketch should be on one of your little cards there, Secretarian.
Wait, what?
I will investigate. It's over with, off the training area with kind of some of my other stuff.
He nods.
I'll get it in a second.
I
Let me catch my breath.
Most of my business usually is with the Ronins of Mizu. Since they were the group of adventurers that I insisted be working with my sister. Speaking of sisters, Esau! Yes! If you have your business that you wish... I don't really remember exactly what you said you were wanting to do, but I remember it was something important. We will get to what you're wanting to do with the Artisans in a second. I have a couple of propositions for all of them. That's one of the reasons why I'm here.
Ash, should we discuss things with the commander inside the ship?
Probably.
I mean, here is fine, but I think it's just a bit open for eavesdropping.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Hey, Tap, you need any help carrying anything back? I'll take it as my punishment for training today.
I'm good. I'm good. And like, Tap's gonna like try to stand up without Isar's help for a second, and quickly cast Prestidigitation to clean stuff off his clothes and change them back into his normal look, and then go grab his stuff.
Some of your equipment starts to float up on its own and just kind of levitate towards you.
Who's doing that? That's not
commander.
me for once.
The commander is just kind of looking at them as his eyes are starting to glisten a sapphire blue.
That's so cool.
Ooh.
Blue
That's-
eyes, sapphire
that's really
dragon.
cool.
Blue eyes, my dragon. Ba-dum-bum.
When you guys go into a secluded location, he relays this to all of you. I have a proposition for expeditions. A few of our associates, our own adventuring groups, are a bit tied. My freelance group that I recently acquisitioned to help with a lizard folk problem are going to be helping with the Sahagan issue that's kind of starting to arise at the Peninsula Power. Needn't worry about that. I am aware that there are a couple locations that have been preserved even during the times of the ancients. By that, I mean the civilization before this one. And I was hoping that you would be willing to go to one of these two locations. I am aware there is a shrine to probably some elder gods for ours. And I'm sure there is a island that we haven't charted yet that has a few other goodies. I'm aware that the name of both of these locations, one is of the Isle of the Abbey, and the other is a shrine of Tamarkan. I'm not sure if I'm entirely... I am not sure if my information is accurate on that name. If you do not wish to take any of these propositions, I will definitely ask a few other adventurers if they are more than likely to take it up. I thought that I would give you the first pick, as it were, since you
First
are...
dibs.
Yes, since you are now the conductor's personal favorites at the time being.
We're so
Oh,
touched.
that's sweet.
That's news.
Sorry, can you just write down the name of the place for me? Also, going through my notes, we never actually saw like Yolov's thing happen, right? That just never kind of came up.
Yolov's what?
You know, the thing that makes Yolov unique.
No, you haven't.
Cool, because I got warned about that forever and a day ago. And it just we ran into the character, and it just never came up.
Esar finally chimes in. I actually have something that I would like to bring to the table. A group of people brought it to my attention that some of you, she says, looking at Foxglow's particularly,
Aye.
are wanting to help a friend of yours. She rummages through her stuff and pulls out a book. A Miss Agnes says that if you are wanting to help with a curse, start with this.
Agnes is one of the three sisters, yeah?
The oldest.
Already. I was like, wait a second. Flip, 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 flip. Is that same Agnes?
Yes. I didn't ask too much further because it didn't really interest me that much, but she insisted that I brought this up to all of you since seems the sisters three are about to go on the move again.
Grunch, you want to see what they wanted out of us?
Yep.
Oh, right. Yisar, what? Do you still want us to call you the Widget Flame or
Kindred flame.
Kindred? All right.
Kindred.
Kindred.
What if we call it like the happy flame?
Her eye twitches at that and looks at you with a glare, Mr. Kent.
I think it's a cute name.
Thanks, she says, looking at you. Right. My little thing that I wanted to talk about. I do not know if you all have noticed, but I have recently gone over a little bit of my own training, I guess, or betterment of self. I have one... Hush, she says, looking at you before you say anything.
But we just got done buffing him up.
I have one request out of all of you.
Yes.
Stop picking on me.
Are they standing up or not?
They're standing.
Contemplating.
Sure.
She looks at you, Ash, and says, please.
Am I really picking on you, though?
You are intimidating, sir.
He puts his hands, like, he puts his hands on his chest, like, hold on, I can't fucking explain this. That,
Like
Camera's
the
on.
hurt
Like-
thing.
like, what?
Yeah, the hurt thing. Yeah.
I mean, he's usually pretty clean shaven.
You... Outside of your conductor, you scared me when you shouted the first time. I'm not one for confrontation, not that much. And, well, having been now put through the ringer a little bit and, well, figuring out what I want to do, I'm making a few changes. And one of the few changes I'd like to ask is that you'd stop nagging on me.
Fine by me.
Does that mean we're going to make a mutual circle of respect?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Just makes me think of the Scott Pilgrim thing with the "I'm hurt, Kim." Really? Wounded even.
Okay, yes.
I'm this close to ruffling her hairs. She'd just be like,
It's a cat
He
in a
does it.
humanoid
He
body.
does it. He does it.
no.
He puts his hands up beside. It's like, what?
Like, once you're done, just stop it. Okay. You'll find that walking through the forest would be a little bit easier now that I actually have a bit of control over it now. Anybody I don't like is going to turn into a labyrinth. So stay on your guard, Foxgloves.
I knew it was going to involve me somehow.
Always.
I turn over a new leaf and everybody's still giving me shit.
It's
Awesome.
partly because you started giving us shit in the first place.
Would you like me to atone for it?
You're working on it.
Thank you.
That was mainly it. That's all I wanted to get off my chest. And there is something new about Isar that all of you noticed. One, she's far more humbler than the last time you've encountered her, and she's holding herself with a, like, there's how her stance has a bit more confidence in it instead of just being a bitch.
Brad,
A brat, yes.
I miss her.
Don't worry, she's still got a bit of that in her.
No one character development.
A lot of her personality is still the same. It's more or less that somebody may have forced her into character development. And,
We're
well,
gonna kill him.
you're gonna kill the conductor?
Yes.
Yeah. Isar, just one quick question before you go. Is that one of Tap's originals that he made for you, or is that
This was a
Something
gift from the
else.
conductor.
okay? It looks good.
Tap, you recognize this design.
I do?
Yeah, this is Quee's work.
Why? Oh, wait.
What?
I just saw the universe appear in front of his eyes.
Hold the
It's just like
phone.
Queeze.
You're saying this is Quee's work?
Yes. Finally tailored.
Oh my god!
He's got a word of He's going to
I told you, it was multi-dimensional. You didn't believe me.
Jammy.
Alright,
I'm so glad I brought that up now. It was just a backhanded, like just a little offhand comment. This is amazing.
Well, because, like, I mean, I know that, the conductor gets all her employees suits, but, like, this is Quee's work, you say?
yes.
Ooh. Isar, does that mean that you have met Quee?
No, I don't know exactly who you're referring to. It was definitely, apparently somebody that the conductor knows, or at least has done business with before. I'm sorry, I don't know. She says.
That's okay. I never expected to see one of her pieces ever. I'm pretty sure that Quee hasn't made much recently.
Fair enough, she says quizzically.
Out of
I mean,
character, I understand completely. In character, Miss Ed has no idea.
Diesel, I have to ask, are you mad that she's got some development to her now?
No.
Or... Okay. She's still a bitch. Do not get me wrong. She's just now considers you guys friends.
It's fun to make fun. It's fun to make fun of character development. So, was that intentional, Shaky, or did you just say that because I brought it up?
No, that was intentional.
Wow, I can't believe I just brought that up as an offhand comment.
Oh, no problem.
I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, it's it's another character with a suit that whatever.
No, I didn't. I was completely a joke. I wasn't.
Jammy, could you please have Tap say "Quee" in the most dramatic voice possible?
It's Quee.
Hold on, let me wait. Like, okay, yeah. What do you mean dramatic voice? Because
whatever
I can give you what Tap's internal reaction was.
Give it to me.
We saw you jump from all the different voice channels.
I'm saying, what is the most dramatic way you could say the word "Quee" like you were shaking your fist?
Oh, okay. I don't even know how to say it. I don't know I'm trying to figure out a way to give you what you're looking for, because I don't know how to do it. Oh, I mean, Quee!
For the record, for if anybody's curious,
I'm good.
That's Tap's mentor, the person who taught them how to be a weave shaper.
Gasp!
Bruh.
Yeah.
This is a certified bruh moment.
Bruh.
Bruh.
I was thinking it was a Mr. Steal Your Girl moment, but okay.
Oh God, no.
Oh!
Oh yeah, no, that's I don't think dramatic was quite what you were looking for in terms of who this character is.
Speaking as the DM now, I am throwing out 3 side quests. You guys can choose up to 2.
Oh.
What does the Agnes one say?
That is from the Candlekeep adventures that I have at my disposal. The title on the book is The Price of Beauty.
Ooh.
It has a mirror on the front of it.
Ooh.
Interesting.
More or less what Isar did a bad paraphrasing on is Actus is throwing this as a bone to help with Vilroy's curse.
I feel like that would be an important one to do.
Yeah.
So
I don't know what the other ones are though.
For the sake of
Go ahead.
layout, so we have the shrine, the abbey, the price of beauty, and if we theoretically wanted to, the main plot?
The main plot. There's a lot of preparation that I have to do on my part, which is why I'm not presenting the main quest just yet.
That's fair.
But it will be coming up soon. But for the time being, you guys can choose up to start with one and then go on to the other.
I'm highly intrigued by Price of Beauty, but I might be alone in that.
Sorry, can you just quick synopsis our options for me?
2 of them are expeditions. The Isle of the Abbey, both, and the Hidden Shrine of Tomokon. The commander mainly wants the place to be scoured and studied. He wants you guys to do a dungeon clear.
Loot Goblin.
Loot Goblin.
I hear Pokemon Mystery Dungeon music playing.
My Loot Goblin senses.
Yes, Diesel. He
tell.
would let you guys do the Loot Goblin stuff, because you guys are going through the expedition for that. However, he wants you to, if there's anything you guys can preserve, he would like you to take notes. If there are people there, he wants you to bring them back.
Bring them back?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy.
Bring them back. Bring them back.
Is there any expectations of what he's expecting to bring back, or
None.
any report?
This This dragon has no idea what you guys are going to go into. He just knows that both are untouched pieces of time.
Alrighty.
Sorry. What was the name of the island or the dungeon?
Isle of the Abbey,
Oh,
which is
I
from
know.
my Ghost of Salt, is my Ghost of Saltmarsh book.
As Mr. Kent is like talking into his whisper jar, and as he says that name, maybe it whispers secrets to him. I just wanna
Is that a history check or an investigation check?
History check.
All right, roll. I'm gonna go pull up my book.
Yeah, I don't know if I have any modifiers to this that help me.
I can't
so
really.
that'd be bad.
Yeah, it's
I can't do
okay.
that kind of thing until we take the quest.
Nice. Yep. Nope. We wanted to give it a shot.
What you get?
8.
Yikes.
Error. Data not found.
Yeah. I'm like, man, if he just says it and it comes up, it'd be a cool thing. If not, I'm not too worried about it because
When you whisper into your whisper jar whispers back to you 404. You don't know why.
What is this mysterious message
is,
from
is
the
it
past?
4-year-old dungeon? Why did it whisper back at me?
104.
Oh yes, I love it.
Char? Why are you saying things, Char?
Also,
Usually I
for,
have to hand it.
also for anybody who doesn't know, and I have a feeling that actually, would either Foxloves and or Tap like to explain what kind of curse Villeroy has?
It
curse
doesn't
that
matter to me who explains it. I can explain it if you don't want to.
Basically, it's kind of a traveler's curse. Basically, that Vilroy cannot stay in one place permanently for any real length of time. If she chooses to live in one place, what will happen is one day, I think after a year,
5 years.
after 5 years, she will be compelled, basically as if like wild animal about to kill her at any moment, continue to run and move beyond any sense or reason until she is somewhere she has never been before.
Oh no.
And I think the reason that is mildly pressing is, if I recall correctly, our conversation with her, her
Her year's
next one
coming up.
is due in a few months.
Her year is
That's a
coming
bit
up.
important.
So basically, the reason though that Agnes is a thing though is
Agnes is the lead hag of the Sisters 3. Her coven is the one who cursed her. Not because of what Vilroy did to them. It's because of what her father did to them.
Oh.
Sorry, Villeroy's what's due in a few months?
Her
Curse.
curse is her curse of the traveler, if you will,
Oh.
is about to make her wander once more.
Oh.
curse of being forced to flee against your will.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, the hags are actually like relatively nice
Yeah,
people.
They're
just
the majority of them are really, really nice. If not knowing a bit too much, then they lead on.
Yeah, they get a bad rap.
Yeah.
Most hags are evil. These ones are just neutral at worst.
I'll give them a benefit of the doubt, anyways.
Yeah. Everyone's a friend. Unless they prove themselves to be an enemy by not taking a business card.
Or are forced to run away because of a curse. And they are still our friends, but they have left.
Yeah.
The hags did give a little bit of backstory. Sebastian, the father individual, killed one of the hags. Which is why they cursed them in the first.
Sisters for.
Mm.
Yes,
Yeah.
the third sister wasn't even a conception yet until much later. The third sister current is the youngest out of all of them.
Oh my.
Matilda is not even showing any wrinkles yet.
Oh my.
I also may or may not have visited them for potentially almost that reason during my downtime.
Oh my!
So,
So what was the third one? There was the
Hidden
first.
Shrine of Tomokon.
Yes.
I've run that adventure once before. It's deadly.
Oh.
And if
We
it is
don't
the
know
adventure,
that.
I think it is.
Yes,
think
it's the one that Luigi went through.
Alrighty, which means if we do that, I am basically shutting up and being in the back of the party. So no directions from the one guy who's played it.
So what is the point of the party going for that?
Well, it's a request from.
It is a request from the
Okay.
commander. He wants a full dungeon clear and learn as much as you can from it.
Expedition, curse breaking is
So-
technically what's been thrown
Okay.
before us.
It sounds like. I mean, obviously, curse breaking is, in theory, the most pressing one. It's the
Yeah.
only one with a theoretical time constraint.
And then we've
Right.
yeah.
I'll let you guys choose your two that you want to do now, if you wish.
I mean, I think we should definitely take the curse one, and then one of the expeditions.
I agree.
Okay, so Price of Beauty is definitely one of them. Out of the two expeditions, which one do you want to do? Abbey or Tomoakon?
I'm for the Abbey, if only because I haven't played Abbey before.
Ash.
Decisionist!
Ah.
You have new skills to use.
Yes.
You have ties to break.
Sell me on each one,
Alright.
I'm done on curse breaking.
because I don't know either at all.
We'll bring out
doing
the
curse
adventure
breaking no matter
brochures.
what.
Bring me the adventure brochures.
We need a travel agent, but for quests.
Let me see
Yeah.
real quick.
Now with Quest Miles rewards card, you can get twice your Quest
Shut-
Miles.
Redeem now for double loot.
I like that.
Get
I like
frequent
that.
astral sea miles.
As a loot goblin, I like the sound of that.
Uno momento. Has my voice changed at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
It's
Robit.
buddy. Hi, buddy.
Buddy
Hi,
does catch in on the conversation, and when you the mention of Tomoakon goes off, he goes, Oh! Yes, that was even a location that my people and my era, my civilization was trying to find. Consider it like a El Dorado kind of situation. We were trying to find it and no success.
Elder
Technically,
what?
City of Gold.
Hmm.
Your civilization was busy.
Oh, it was a rumor or urban legend at that, even with us. But in this case, this was probably an actual physical location. The Olmans used to be there. If there are any of their civilizations still around and kicking, I would personally like to see it myself. That's all he has to say at the time being.
Thanks.
He's interested on that place, at least. But let me pull up my books, because I pulled up Yawning Portal and Saltmarsh for this.
Right, but out of character, Claptrap has played that one before.
So has
Yeah.
Diesel.
Oh.
Have I?
At the very end of it with Nuru,
Oh.
the giant snake that you
Yeah.
threw a dagger into the head of.
Oh yeah.
Dropped a dagger.
Dropped. Not throw.
Spoilers.
Drop. Hold
Just
on.
just
Then I want to play the
uh,
other one then, obviously.
What's happening? What's happening? What's
I'm
going
just-
on?
Eldorado Satanist.
Satanic ukulele intensifies.
No. Oh God. Strumming those devil chords. Good golly holly.
Well, they call it a dirge for a reason.
Let's see. The ancient ruined city of Tomoakon is familiar to a select few scholars and fortune seekers who know of it, but not always exactly where it is. Even more secluded, lying somewhere within or beneath the ruins, is a hidden shrine said to be dedicated to Zaltia.
He's my favorite god. It's an interesting one, though.
And the Isle of the Abbey. I still love that drawing.
You weren't able to read my writing as a yin.
As Gain.
Stop!
I read it as game, yes. It's like Asgard, but there's one more.
I'm being bullied in real time.
Good. This is so
Oh no, I'm sorry.
I'm gonna leave and go to my server so I can roll waifus.
No! Come back!
He'll come back.
Oh, I don't need that. I need Abby.
I want the other one that I haven't played.
What about you, Josh? What is your preference for adventure?
Okay.
Eggs.
So, among the reasons of expedition,
Amogus.
the
I will
commander
say that
wants
my
to
echo.
secure the isle, that it could be another location for the peninsula. More or less just kind of make sure that ships have safe passage. In other words, at a lighthouse there.
Lighthouse?
Ah.
We don't have the lighthouses.
Lighthouse.
There's weird portals in lighthouses.
You're not wrong.
I think going for the lighthouse would be good, especially
Alrighty.
because you guys haven't done it before.
So,
Yeah.
so Isle of the Abbey and the Price of Beauty. So I'll be using Ghosts of Saltmarsh and Candlekeep Mysteries in this case.
Hey,
Just
Candlekeep.
my question is, which of those two do you guys want to start with first?
Probably Candlekeep.
Alrighty.
Sure.
Give me some time to read this over. We will not be going into it this session, but the next session we'll definitely start getting into the ropes of it, the swing of things. So, do note.
Swinging with the ropes of things.
Well, I mean, it'll give us enough time for Tap to make us all Sherlock Holmes outfits.
Oh!
Ooh.
I shall not make the same clothing error twice in one session.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'll go ahead and do for the time being on Roll20 is I will exit out of the game for a quick second, and I will add those two in.
Is that a heckin' Amogus?
You just saw that?
I did. I don't look over there very often.
I put that there so long ago. but I'm
Also,
glad
can
I'm glad
I
you
ask
saw it.
a question in character?
Amogus.
Sure.
Isar, Commander, were either of you going to be around for the night, or were you just coming in and dropping off?
I'm staying for the time being. I will only be here for the day.
What are you gonna try and fight him again? Fight somebody else?
Oh no, I wanted
No.
to see if I could actually take down the middleman for at least a little bit. It's cathartic as hell.
I've done nothing to slight you.
And
Well, he's
And-
already kind of got a list of enemies, so we don't want it to increase at the moment.
I don't hate him. I just wanted to see if I could do it.
I knew you could do it before you even started.
Mm-hmm. Says the individual who will take up any challenge.
Are you gonna take that?
She put me in the ground once. I don't need to have her do it again.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. You know your place. She says with a smug look.
For now.
Hey, what happened to no making fun of each other?
Let me have this. She says, just looking at you, Ash.
He grins.
Well, I was, I don't know. I was thinking if the two of you were going to be here, and I think since it's the commander's first time, should we have like a special meal or something?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Commander, is that okay with you, or are you not going to stay line up for eating?
My diet's a little weird. I'm not much of a purveyor of meats. I assume you don't have a infestation of large spiders, do you?
Ash shudders. I hope not.
I maybe would consider maybe a bit of an herbivore if it wasn't for that, but I do prefer myself insects.
Insectivore.
If you want to look at it that way, yes.
It made it even better because he's far away.
I was filling up my kettle and I just got back.
I think
I was gonna say, it would be great if you could have a meal with us or something. We could welcome you to the Artisans family.
If that helps with future negotiations and business, I do not see anything wrong with that. Sure.
All right. Are there, for the sake of reference, are there any other members outside the party in the room, and these two that are listening in on these proceedings?
Vera is at the helm, just more or less just kind of looking at her workspace. And most of the crew, formerly of the Torture Turtle, now the crew of the orchestra, are more or less kind of looking around and getting to know their ship.
Where is Vilroy?
Down below. As in, like, in the ship down below.
I make this just once. Is it possible to knock on the floor panels to get her attention?
What do you want?
Yisar and the commander are here.
Okay.
That's not a joke either.
Vilroy walks up from down below, comes over to the group. What's up, bitch? Greetings, swine. Commander? Oh, please tell me you're not gonna... You're saluting too. Good golly. Alright. At ease.
Vil, we might be hosting these two tonight for dinner. Do we have anything out of a vegetarian variety available to us, or should we start scouring now?
Oh, right. You're the one with the Underdark diet. Yes? Yes, I am.
I could probably find something.
You can
We
have...
used to have a ton of bugs underneath the mansion.
As long as you cook it.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, are those bugs still down there?
You
I
don't
would
know.
doubt it.
They probably skittered away.
Weren't they dead?
No, they were eating corpses.
Oh,
Healthy diet.
If only we knew a member of the Cult of Resonance.
Oh.
Oh,
We'd have cockroaches for days.
Oh,
yay!
no.
I'll pretty much eat whatever you throw at me. Just know that my palate's just a little different. Anything
I threw a
green would be
rock
fine.
at
No, he puts his hand over your mouth, Tap. He won't.
Huh.
I had my headphones away for a second. What did you say?
He puts his hand down.
So that's one of those things where we wait for the recording, right? We wait for the recording for you to find out what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, great! This will be fun.
It was literally all of 5 seconds. I think you'll get a kick out of it.
It's like in every TV show when like someone says something and it's obvious what they said, but another character covers their mouth, so then the person they're talking to doesn't hear what they said.
I've been thinking. Hey, look, I've been thinking about it since the topic of him having a strange diet came up. I needed to know.
No, he doesn't.
He just likes to eat spiders, extra crunchy.
I don't know how well I can cook bugs, but
It's just
when the kids had sort of a vegetable thing.
It's kind of similar to trying to probably cook a bacon, actually.
He looks even more grossed out.
I'm a Marine. I've had worse, probably.
MREs don't even come close.
You don't know that. What if I'm a really good chef in disguise?
I don't think anybody believes that.
Specialist foxgloves. Yes, I do know what an MRE is.
Maybe Crunch is the chef after all.
Robo chef.
I am not saying that as Crunch. I am not saying that as Crunch.
But Vilroy does point out to you, Ash, that you can have a cooking assistant since Hazel actually knows how to cook too.
Oh.
And Hazel has moved in, for the record.
Amazing. He's a cooking buddy.
Yeah.
Maybe if he wakes up early enough.
Over time, I'm going to make sure that your character gets proficiency with cooking utensils because it definitely fits with your character's backstory.
Yeah, house husband, male wife.
Housebound.
House
The
husband.
Way of the. Have you watched The Way of the House Husband?
I haven't, but I want to. So I've read
really
it.
Good.
I've read it, but I haven't watched it.
My friend read it and recommended it to me, so I watched it. It's really good.
I want to watch both the live action and the anime.
Yeah.
There's a live action one?
Yeah, and it's good.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, gamer.
Oh yeah, gamer.
What's Gucci, my gamer?
Alright. I am going to be completely honest. Outside of this, I don't actually have too much planned. This session is your guys' oyster if there's anything you guys wish to do.
Is anybody else gonna fucking beat each other up?
Only
do
if
it.
somebody asked, who I do not suspect is a dragon.
Let's do it. Let's beat
So,
each other up, foxglows.
Not Mr.
That would
I
be
was gonna say not
so
Mr. Kent.
That would be so one-sided, and you know it.
Yeah.
Trying to go against somebody in the Bronze's tribe is kind of a death sentence. They get their suits for
I
a
kn-
reason.
I want to join in on the beating up, but I don't think I don't.
Okay.
I don't no.
Okay.
I was
Very
gonna
eager,
say,
very fast.
No.
I was gonna
I'm going
say,
to get knocked on my ass.
I was going to say I'm quite familiar with how Mr. Kent swings his axe. I challenged him a while ago.
Oh,
He
it
kind of
was a good
humbled me.
fight.
Was that before or
Okay.
after you learned that he was from the Bronze's tribe?
No, you just told me right now.
Huh. Yes, they're
before-
they're a very renowned group of barbarians that live in the tsunami. The stronger they are, the finer the suit.
Yes.
Got a very
The
fine
finer the
suit.
suit.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Chap, if you wear a top hat, does that mean you've hit the pinnacle then?
No, this is like
I don't know.
pretty basic.
Now, the dapperest of individuals is Mr. Putane.
Butane?
God damn it! Why is it all so fun?
What?
I just hear the dial-up modem going off and Fox loves his head like,
Yeah, I may have named my I may have named my NPCs with very punny names.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, I
Mr.
also
Kent,
came
you
up with.
idiot.
Well, I mean, that's a different character.
That is.
Can't,
like poutine.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was butane.
No. Close.
Kind of rides the balance. Kind of rides the line between the two.
If
that's a
there's a
different
Butane,
character.
as in like what you put in a fucking.
That's a
Loaded-
different character, please.
Loaded fries.
If there is a guy in your tribe named nope, I'm not
You
going
can
to go
say
that far.
it.
Fucking tort.
There's shit I can't reveal, but the Bronze tribe is something that I'm starting to make a bit more prevalent. Partly because dapper barbarians is uncommon, and that definitely would start making a name for itself.
Yeah.
I
Fucking good.
okay,
though.
fine, I'll do it. If there's a guy in your tribe named Methane, I'm out.
No, I thought about it. No, I didn't. But I have other punny names.
He
to
served in the
introduce.
war long ago. He did not make it out alive, but we remember his sacrifice.
But yeah, as to your question about the top hat, no, this is my outfit overall is pretty simple.
That's simple.
I was
Yes.
I understand that. I was more inquiring like if what does a leader of your group then look like? Do they have like a top hat, or how do you signify something? Do they start wearing monocles?
My monocle, big. The bigger the hat, the better. Or like the brighter the clothes, the better.
You just go in there and you see the Monopoly Man.
Now I'm
Basically.
just imagining an Arsaran dressed up as Doug Dimmadome. Oh, good God.
You done diddly done it now.
With the head that represents dividends, like it pierces the high heavens.
If you see someone wearing very bright clothes, they have a very big hat. If they got a lot of weird things on their hat, then that means they've got a lot of power. And if you don't think they should have that power, then you offer to fight them on like their hat or something. And if you win, you get their hat. And if they win, then they get to take some of yours.
You come from the Team Fortress 2 tribe of
Damn
hat
it! I was about to
collectors.
say that.
God.
Basically.
That's amazing.
That is maybe the dumbest thing I've heard tonight, and I've heard a few dumb things tonight.
I was just about to say TF2.
I didn't even think of that till you mentioned that.
So, what is it? When the commander just hears all of you just kind of like, what? Really? Huh, that's interesting news. Or stuff like that. He just says plainly, I make it my business to learn as much as I can about, well, militaries of all different nations, even from the different continents. Overall, I do enjoy myself a good book, and I do enjoy knowledge overall.
Okay, if you may satiate my curiosity for a moment. Art of War?
Sun Tzu. Yes, I do have an old relic of a copy of this book.
I got one from about maybe 15 years back.
Publishing is a bit of a
Does
dead
this
art.
mean that The Hobbit was canonically a book in this world?
Correct.
Was it a true story or was it?
True story.
It was fiction when it came out long ago, but it is now a true, more or less looking more like a true story in this day and age. Yes, Mr. Kent. Ragjin and Yami.
Oh, I thought you meant like the heckin' big old landmass that we're on, not like the tsunami and the
Oh,
yeah, I'm trying to remember the name.
There are other nations?
Yeah, we're not on the world map, but I thought you meant like how we're on fish. I can't remember how to pronounce that. Chakray?
Fetchicray, yeah.
Fetchicray, yeah. It's like, what? There's more?
Ragjin, which is the desert continent, and Yami, the continent of darkness.
My knowledge
Weird.
on those two are not as much, but
Oh. Strange.
what is it that you would like to do?
I might, no joke, start gushing and talking about Art of War with the commander if he will tolerate it.
Possibly. He's willing to listen to as much as possible, but there are a few things that he would like to do today. His other stop is actually to talk to Aaron, because he knows that she is dealing with Conrad.
Right. Perhaps we could discuss it if there is a dinner or such related things tonight.
I'll make sure of it that I come back to have this little meal. As far as I understand, Aaron is trying to do as much as the legalese can, and Conrad is being, well, stubborn and non-negotiable. So we might throw a few things his way to make it a heartier idea for us to have the manor. Apparently, with you lot and Marcus and Olga wanting to partner up, it has soured his deal of wanting to buy the Stonehill Inn in the first place.
Cool.
Oh, no, allow me to be shocked that a capitalist didn't get what he wanted.
Isn't it going to stop him from trying to be mayor for next year?
Or the year after.
So, I'm mainly here to act as a bit of leverage and propose quests for all of you. And from what it sounds like, you might be taking up my proposition on the Abbey. Good luck. I have heard that there have been a few scoundrels that way.
Oh,
Goody.
we can deal with scoundrels easily enough.
I
And
mean, we
if-
can fly circles around them.
An airship, he says, patting on the railing of it, probably more than suffice to deal with those kind of scallywags.
Oh,
Assuming, of course, they're normal scallywags.
Fly circles around them, he says. He just kind of steps over to the bow of the ship, which is the front, for the record, and jumps off.
oh, you're not supposed to do that. Uh-oh.
Give him a moment.
Flying out for a quick second, going over to Conrad's bank location, is this type of dragon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was scrolling through Facebook and saw that picture earlier.
Bro.
I mean, it's been in the server before.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, probably. Yeah.
What did it tell me about in the book?
Let me go over to information about sapphire dragons. You know that these dragons live in the Underdark.
Oh no.
It's just going.
Let's see.
Does that mean
Let's see.
That's why he's. Oh,
Why he's blue?
that's why he's a dark elf. No,
Yes.
that's why he's a dark elf.
Correct.
Because he's from the Underdark. Okay,
Senor.
I get it.
The glittering sapphire dragons are the most territorial of all gem dragons to a dangerous degree. They collect magical weapons and armor as the centerpieces of their hoards and vault them away in isolated caverns. A sapphire dragon's psionic nature, yes, they are scions, is evident
what the fuck is that?
they like to do
Like-
brain powers.
But it's brain. Yeah.
Yeah, like beholders and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
They're telekinetic.
Brain blast.
Owie.
Brain blast.
a sapphire dragon's psionic nature is evident in its horn and bone structure of their body. Their tail barbs and horn tips are all separate pieces, but they float in place, held aloft by the dragon's psychic force while the dragon lives. These levitating horns and spine shift slightly when the dragon's mood, bobbing in amusement or flaring dangerously with anger. Its scales and wings membranes are varied shades of blue, ranging from light tones of spring sky to rich crystalline azure of sapphire gems and compressed glacier ice. In the light, many of their scales glitter and shine with luminous starburst images.
Ooh.
Unlike most dragons, hatchling sapphire dragons' scales are the rich shades of blue and sparkling luster they will have for their entire lives. Cavern dwellers. Sapphire dragons dwell in massive caverns and tunnel networks deep within the earth. They sculpt and excavate secret passages and hidden blinds they can use to navigate their lair, and to stalk and ambush intruders. As the dragon grows older and more powerful, there might be no accessible entrance or exit. Those have been long sealed with natural-looking stone that, thanks to the dragon's command over its lair's substance. Giant spiders are the favorite food of sapphire dragons, and dragons take great delight in hunting the creatures in their subterranean homes. They are martial and territorial. They are very militaristic and warlike, which is why he takes on the moniker of the Commander. Defending their territory with fervor, seen in few other dragon kinds, they devise strategies and ambushes utilizing their natural abilities to maneuver underground, and when they reach a certain age, their magical command over the stone that compresses their lairs. Despite this, they don't strike immediately, instead preferring to watch and gauge intruders to devise the most advantageous approach. They are not a fan of aberrations of any kind. They don't like mind flayers or beholders. Sapphire dragons sometimes form peaceful contact with communities of rock or deep gnomes, using their influence to shape the gnome settlements into militant groups that protect the territory surrounding the dragon's lair.
If only Quaylin was still here.
Hoarded armory.
Yeah.
Gold and jewels, art and magical artifacts are as coveted by sapphire dragons as by any other kind, but the most highly prized magical weapons and armor, as well as written accounts of military history and tactics. The centerpiece of a sapphire's hoard is a cataloged, orderly collected of its accumulated war gear, often containing ancient relics of immense power.
Oh, that's why it wants us to go and check the places.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you know? There's actual logic to it.
Wow.
No, I know Cheeky well enough to expect that.
Dun dun.
I'm pulling up stops when it comes to my knowledge of dragons, and I am doing as much as reading to make sure that these dragons portray the scale color that they have.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've ever done something like this, because the last few times I just kind of did my own thing, and I was still understanding. That and then using my knowledge of dragonology from the books I used to have on the subject too. Which weren't that helpful, if I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, you see a sapphire dragon, an adult sapphire dragon, fly over to the bank for a quick second, shapeshift back to the drow, and walk in. Everybody was confused for like a high second. The people who are not phased are your group and your crew. It did throw the tortured turtle crew for a loop for a second, but everybody in your crew have been made aware that the conductor is a dragon, and whoever wears a moniker like the commander or even the reveler are dragons as well.
Or now, potentially, even stuff to do with flames.
True.
Ash?
Yeah.
Yeah. I tell you saw that, yeah.
Yeah.
Permission to excuse myself, given that I don't think we're going to be in over our heads anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Where do you think we'll try to hold the meal tonight, if at all?
Vera chimes in. You guys can eat in the brig.
Do we want to be eating the brig?
Yeah, I'm kind of actually with Tap on that one.
Do you want to chance it with your current place in that kind of repair?
No.
Fair enough.
No, ma'am.
I'm not your boss. This is my vessel while you guys are on it.
Duly noted.
I understand you guys own it and you guys are my boss, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of. I have not once been a captain once before, so I'm taking this in stride. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Could have fooled me.
While I have all your attention for a quick second, outside of the food, who of you have the orrery pieces?
I think that's usually Syl and
Gooseman.
I have a couple of them.
Okay.
Or I have one of them.
For safekeeping. Do you mind leaving them in the airship?
Okay.
Cool. I'm going to be working on it to make an engine.
Oh.
She just kind of pats the side of the ship and says, I'm going to make sure that this bad boy is able to fly through planes.
I still feel like that's overkill.
Probably.
What's the word? Go through different dimensions?
Didn't you do that once, Foxwoods?
Not for long.
How was that? Will we be fine on a boat doing that?
Well, we're more likely to survive giant crab, man.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah, if we're going to be fighting a gargantuan crab, I would want more guns. With what we got, it ain't going to cut it. All right, cool.
Well,
is Vilroy still in the room?
Yep.
Jermaine?
Wow,
your
okay, first
captain
name,
wants
cool.
more guns.
We're working on it, she says, looking at Vera. I understand you guys are working with what you got. Ship upgrades take time.
Yeah, plus there's the... Wait, are we still doing the full fireworks cannon thing?
I'd assume so, Vilroy says, looking at you, Foxgloves. Oh. I guess while everything is kind of settling down. Okay, I got a bite. What's with the look? She says, looking at you, Foxgloves. You're smiling a lot more. It's a little unnerving.
Oh, I was wondering what looked strange about Foxwell. Something I didn't notice.
Kind of creepy.
Yeah.
I smile. As soon as I hear that, I intentionally smile wider and look dead at you.
He looks away, but says, I'm joking.
If I don't look, you can't hurt me. I've just been feeling a little bit better the past couple of days. Nothing unusual about that.
Insight.
Of course.
What is her insight? Oh, I need to pull up.
Insight?
All I will ask is if she is doing an insight, will you let me know if there is anything higher than a 19?
Oh.
I'm not going to insight.
My chances of beating that.
Oh, I have no chance of beating that either. I'm saying if she scores a 19 or above, I literally can't roll that high.
Oh.
That's charisma.
Oh!
I need to look at what she got.
I've got a 5% chance of beating you, just because I don't have a negative to my wisdom if I chose to roll.
Wait, no. What would you need or higher?
Okay, she got a 10.
Alrighty, I'll try, man. Because I technically am being coy.
Yeah, you little
Hey!
coy one. Oh.
I
Oh,
have a
here's your-
poker face for once in my life.
Yeah.
All right, Ash, if you wish to insight that, you are more than welcome to. Philroy's just like, huh. All right.
I thought you might ask. Nothing.
Fuck. Close though.
I'm gonna throw you guys for a loop.
Is she going to give me Bane and force me to re-roll it again?
No, not that.
Reroll. Reroll.
Oh, crap on a cracker. Vera also rolled a 10.
Wow.
Dang.
Sometimes luck is just in your favor.
Wait.
I think that is...
Wait. Oh, hoo. I have an idea. Where are
I was about to
you
say, is this going to be
here?
the first time ever Gloves actually successfully said something with charisma?
Wow. It's first time
It
for
doesn't
everyone.
sound like it, but it is slowly looking that way.
Wow.
Oh
And
my
there's
god.
the 20.
Oh my god.
Hit me, man. Who got it?
Roll 16.
Isar's got a smug look on her face.
Do you need some?
I don't think I need to say anything at all. You have a wonderful day, Foxgloves. This secret is staying with me.
Thanks.
I hope she's
I am
lovely.
very visibly confused.
Isar just says plainly,
I hope they're lovely.
They are.
Good.
she just walks down below deck. By the way, as I
Anyways.
said before, your staff is also being housed in the airship for the time being. Yeah, Isar rolled high. She rolled a, I think a 23, but she's keeping
I
it
can't
to
beat
herself.
that.
Yeah, she's keeping it to herself for the time being.
And even if she did, I don't think she knows the staff well enough to know beyond that who would be exactly.
Her first assumption is she would assume that you're dating Vilroy.
That would not be Tap's first assumption.
Well, if I'm not needed for anything else, I think I'm going to try and retire and draw that dragon because that was slightly prettier than I wanted to admit.
I will say this to kind of explain a little bit. He's a very similar dragon to the conductor in one way. He is a darker blue than usual.
Because, we know the normal color of a sapphire dragon.
Well, you don't know the normal color of a bronze dragon either because you've met one that had coal scales.
Fucking weirdos.
But I think after Gloves has made it clear, she is going to depart for elsewhere. If I'm needed for anything, yell loudly.
It just leaves the boys plus Crunch.
The boys. Crunch is a boy.
He's a
Yeah.
real boy.
He is definitely masculine leaning.
He is part of the boys.
You are now
Happy
considered,
birthday!
you are considered part of the
presenting.
boys. Yeah.
He is part of the boys.
Part of me is wanting to sing Backstreet's back. All right.
All right.
I ain't got fucking nothing left in my brain.
All right. Let's see.
I'm being stupid.
Oh.
I'm doing something that is very silly and totally pointless, but I love it.
I wanted to know what you're doing, friend.
I will show you. I've finished the first one. I will show you in just a second.
Okay.
And make a new thing to show you.
Also, I can only think of one other thing left to do, but that's mostly just to help everybody else out of character figure out context.
Mr. Ken doesn't really know what's going on. He just knows that there's someone that's nice. And he's happy that you know someone that is nice.
One other thing about the commander, that was the Chris Giver for my my folks during my little birthday one shot.
Oh.
Neato.
Just thought it would be a little fun fact.
Oh.
Fun fact taken.
Fact man. I just realized that there is a crime going on that we cannot leave here. I rolled a single roll on 20. That way we're not logging in just for nothing.
Let's scroll all the way down. 17!
It's the best roll I'll roll all night, and it's for absolutely nothing, so let's go.
Oh yeah, you guys if you guys have noticed, I did change the tokens. For
You said that at the top.
yeah.
I can't see the tokens now because we're on the black screen, but
All I can think is the one thing, and then I think I'm good for this session.
Okay.
Because I just want to throw a bone to everybody else because I know they are curious.
Is this the first early session that White closed down for the night? What?
yeah. Which is wild. Like, especially like after break 2, you'd think it'd be go on for like forever, but like it's sort of got a nice conclusive end right now.
I don't know what to say. I feel like I should be interacting with Isar, but I don't know. I don't know what I would say.
Anything. You could have whatever conversation with her.
I know. I don't know what to say.
Oh.
It's the classic, I want to talk to them. Do you have anything you want to discuss with them? ...
I love that! It's so dumb!
I have many questions.
Kentamogus.
Yes, go on.
Mostly the why is the big one for me.
There's one goose
well,
among us.
Well, you said that you wanted Sherlock outfits, and ADHD a couple points later.
I am going to draw Ash in a suit. He is going to be in nice clothes for the first time in forever.
For the first time in forever.
Jesus Christ.
You should make Ash in a blanket that looks like a suit.
No.
Oh my goodness. No, it's a suit.
Cape.
It's
No.
a suit that turns
It's a
into blanket.
suit, but it has the texture of a blanket.
It's a fluffy cape.
So he's part of the felt. Got it.
Yes. He's got what Lorelai's got going on, the fucking massive hood.
But yeah, the only thing I could... Yay, there's the Lorelai image.
The cat boy!
Cat boy!
I've been sharing this image everywhere.
For the record, your cat boy has been, at least is well known for their sonnets and wallet stealing.
Absolutely. He'll steal your heart and your wallet.
Not in that order.
Maybe in that order, but yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, if he feels like it,
But yeah, I can only think of the one thing left to do as loves, because I'm going to assume that that the dinner is an off-screen thing, or that it is a different kind of thing.
That's entirely dependent on you guys. What do you guys want?
Sorry, what was the question again?
Do we actually want to play at the dinner?
I didn't have anything particular that I wanted to do with the dinner, but
Me neither. My brain is small.
I has only one thing I can think of, and I'm mostly just waiting to see if anybody else has anything they're wanting to do first.
I don't.
Actually, Ash,
Yeah?
for the dinner, could you roll me a Constitution check?
Con.
uh-oh,
Wh-
you're
why?
getting poisoned.
Concerning.
Am I getting poisoned or am I poisoning someone else?
You're getting poisoned.
It's more or less the quality of your food and how much heat you can take for
I'm
how much you're
scared.
cooking.
Scarewood.
You have an
Oh,
assistant
how-
with you.
18.
How well can Dad cook?
Thank God I've been getting good rolls this session. Thank God that they didn't run out.
If you if you did not succeed, you were going to get help from Hazel, so you would have rolled it with advantage. It's going to be a good meal. Even the commander's going to like it.
Amazing.
Ooh.
I was even like
Brilliant.
looking up vegetarian tavern meals. Like
Aw.
I saw this. I was like looking it up, and somebody actually there's a thread. Fucking hand pies with like mashed potatoes and mixed vegetables.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking brilliant. Now I want to make this shit. Now I'm hungry.
I started nibbling into my snacks. I'm getting hungry myself.
Gotta have more snack.
Should I go for it then?
So if
Yes.
anybody's, we might end the session early after this. If that is okay with everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
I mainly wanted
Yeah,
to do sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like I said, the only thing I would do is that maybe I would like try to have a conversation with Isar, but I genuinely do not know what I would want to talk about. So I might just be like, hey, maybe I'll just at the dinner I'll sit next to Isar and we'll have our like non played out interaction like that.
A night of pleasantries.
And to be completely frank, if you are to have a conversation with her and it's just her, she's an awkward piece of shit. She does not know how to interact with you, so it's a lot of
She does like scat music, but just out of sheer awkwardness.
Everybody assumes who's helping Ash cook again? I need to write
Hazel.
it down. Hazel. I'm putting it. I'm writing.
Like a
it.
hazelnut.
Hazel is the wood elf from House O'Krell. She's the maid. She came with Vishtai the one time because of a request that House O'Krell had for you guys to go through the Sunless Citadel.
Everybody just assumes that Hazel made all of the food
Yeah.
Why would we assume that?
because you don't expect Ash to cook.
If anything,
I've seen you cook.
No, I know. It's funny.
if anything, if anybody assumes it was Hazel's cooking, she will immediately correct it and point to Ash and say he did it.
Yes, him. He poisoned the food, I swear.
Careful. Yeah, I just imagine. Okay, my brain just had dumb image moment. I just imagine Ash being like nervously carried through a crowd, Spider-Man 2 style, and everybody saying, "Careful, he's the chef."
No.
Right. So what's
I don't know why that was.
What's what's your scene there, Fox Loves?
I'm going to Luna's.
Okay.
Okay.
Knock, knock, knock.
Hello.
Hi. Listen, how up to date are you of goings ons?
This and that, so and so. Depends on what you're asking.
Did you know that the commander is here today?
Ah, I did not know he was arriving today, but I did know he was arriving.
Alrighty. Your info's still good. He's going to be around for a dinner tonight.
I've met him, actually.
Aww.
Oh, then this might be slightly an easier ask than I was thinking originally. Would you be okay if I brought you along as a +1 tonight?
I'd like that.
Adorable.
Also, is it sort of secondary question? Is it okay if I doff my mail here or such for the evening? I feel like I'm kind of overdressed if I'm in armor for a dinner.
She just kisses you on the cheek. Your house is my house.
Ah! Sorry, I just fucking screamed.
Thanks.
That's sweet.
Thanks. Thanks, hon. I kiss her back and walk in.
All right.
That's all.
That was cute.
Oh.
Right.
So yes,
That's a
you
cute
may
setback.
now no longer guess who it is. You know,
Would have
meditatively.
thought.
You guys would have put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah, I mean,
Also, the fun bit I will actually share when Luna shows up and sees the commander during the meal. The two of them actually kind of have a bit of decent back and forth.
Oh.
One of the things they mentioned is one of the missions that Luna was sent on behalf of the commander on the whole lizard folk thing that he mentioned prior. Joining forces with a demon under servitude by the name of Mania.
Mania.
An Azamar noble, a dragonborn sorcerer, and an orc.
Oh.
That sounds exhausting.
It wasn't as exhausting as you think. What was adorable was the little demon trying to act bigger than he is. He's about as Mr. Kent sized.
That's a respectable height.
Helen at the table just goes, the playlist is adorable and demons are not words. I would put 2 and 2 together. If anything, they're
And
grotesque.
And yet, you seem to be rocking fluffy wings.
Feathers. Get it right.
Feathery wings.
Thank you.
But yeah, they the two of them have had history. These two characters. Pleasant history, so there's that.
Thank you.
And with that, I will end this session early for the night.
Good, like
Ah.
kind of short session, but like a decent length session.
Yeah.